post it on Socal mailer.
I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm hella good
Diya,
on that.
Diya, you have to do it.
I'm on it.
Diya's,
Do you want
is
me
that
to
your
do
Twitter?
it? This is
Yeah,
Twitter.
he's just doing his Twitter.
Jet could do it.
Let
Jet
him
could
do what he wants.
Jet could do it.
He's just a boy.
Why are you so just anti?
Because he has
Because
this deep-seated fear that everything he does is trash, and he secretly wants the least amount of people to watch it.
I want people to naturally say, "Hey, check this out."
Well, they don't. If they don't know it's there, they're
You
not
gotta
gonna
give
check
him
it
a
out.
little prod, though.
Fuck
You gotta
that.
give the cows a little,
Fuck the
little
cows.
shoot in the right direction.
Show them a
Fuck
sign.
it. Plus, I don't even care about this podcast. The only reason I have this podcast
Oh.
is 2 reasons. I'll tell you.
Jesus.
One is to score a date with Jeanette McCurdy, take her out to sushi, have
Hey.
a real good time.
Hell yeah.
Whoa!
Have a real good time.
No, fuck that.
Number two is to fight the guy who runs the Single Dad Laughing Facebook page. I want to fight him in the street.
What if it was me?
Let's.
That's
Wait, what?
He's gonna find me right here.
What if you revealed if you pulled
Yeah.
out your phone and posted to Single Dad Laughing right now as admin, I'd
Right.
be like, "Dude, we gotta step outside.
we gotta run it.
we gotta
run this."
We got a bull.
I want to step back a bit. The whole Jeanette McCurdy thing. I
Dude.
feel like you weren't even hype on Jeanette McCurdy.
You're not.
Until
I was hype on her days before, and then you were like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like, "Whoa, like we're on the same level, right?"
Oh. Are you saying that he poached
I
your
confided
crush?
in him. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't poached her yet, but
I'm about to.
Yeah. What if Janet McCurdy runs the Single Dad Laughing? Like,
oh,
That's fucked up. I don't want to think.
what would you do, man?
Then you hate.
I don't know. I'd have to fight her.
am I-
I'd have to fucking fight her.
we need to mute that. Yeah, dude. I feel like
What is that?
it's a little. It's us.
That's us, right?
Oh,
there.
I see, I see.
Inside the
It's,
computer.
yeah.
Okay.
I think
Fuck.
like we should echo like how top players play, and you just have like commentators telling what we're doing, like just 2 feet away.
Commentating
yeah.
on the podcast.
They're not doing very well right now.
Yeah, it's that bit right over there that Dawson's doing. It's not very chill. It's
If
kinda
I was there, I
floundering.
would have
They're
had
like,
it.
so he's plugged the
I
soundtrack
have-
a few times. Let's see if he mixes that one up.
Next podcast, we want Raptor and V Money 2 feet away.
How was that commentary? Was it fire?
I just remember at one point Stuart was 3 shots to 1 and S-Fat. And then Raptor was like, Stuart, it isn't looking good for him this game.
that was the in-depth
That's
analysis that Raptor brings to the table.
yeah. That's gotta be the worst when you're listening, and it's like, why say that? Like the people can see it's like there's 3 pictures. One guy has 3 pictures. One guy has like we can deduce that. They're like maybe it might not be so good, but like don't say it.
You're right. Yeah.
And V Money was super baked.
Yeah, he's either a quiet lad or he's like very bull. I think it depends on the strain of dab he eats or whatever it is. But yeah,
He's
gets
a
that
working
weird
man.
You never know what you
money
get.
from Paul.
Can this be live? V Money has kids, a job.
he does.
a
He
wife.
has a whole
A bakery.
harem, if you will.
A harem?
He has 2 wives. Okay.
Wait. We're talking about V Money and how he's practically a white person, though.
Look, he is white. He drinks mimosas. I went to his parents' house in Arizona when we stayed there for run back, and his parents actually have a shrine to, their gods. So that's pretty not
Paris
white.
Hilton and the likes.
That's pretty.
Yeah, Paris.
No, his parents are like super. I don't want to butcher it. There's a word, religious, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty sick, right? There's a shrine in their house.
Nice.
Fuck yeah,
It's like
right?
Paris Hilton on fire.
But then you go to his house and he's drinking mimosas and he's eating kale chips and turkey jerky and fucking,
He's really into his cat.
Yeah.
Like super into
Yeah,
his cat.
He was he was posting on Socal Melee like my
like my cat's
roommate's. No,
Insta-
it was his
roommate's cat's
That's not even his
Instagram.
cat?
Not his cat.
next level.
I feel lied to.
Anyway, let's hit the video. This video
Are we
was-
live? Are we like live or not? Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, play the video. Hit the
Hit
heat.
the-
This
hit
guy
heat.
named Max Saber, he made a video. Sometimes our viewers aren't complete trash waste men, and they do cool stuff. And this is one of the 2 times. Hit it.
So we expect something next week too, right? This is an ongoing thing.
Hey, that was good
Good one,
banter.
Diya.
Hey!
Victor's cat, right?
Diya really brought that one home, didn't he, boys? Oh shit,
Oh,
we're totally
fuck.
unprepared now. Thanks for nothing, Jet. You really fucked us up on this one.
The intro's that short?
It's not very long.
You gonna give us like a 30-second intro?
And that's all the time we have.
Are
For
you,
today,
this
guys.
is what Dawson does. You give him free shit, and he complains about it. I brought him veggie burgers from fucking In-N-Out.
Yeah, it was
He's like a
lettuce,
Tamagotchi.
it was lettuce, tomato, and bread.
Well, I mean, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
a veggie burger,
I
right?
accommodate. Yeah, it's
That's-
a burger of veggies.
Yeah.
Anyway, I accommodate him. He says, "There's not even fucking any grilled onions on there," and then I beat him with my
Oh,
Falcon
no.
4 times
I'm not
in a row.
Jesu. Why were you doing a Jesu impression for my voice?
Hey,
I
can we
don't
leave
understand.
Jesu out of this?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
He's my
I
Anto.
haven't seen Jesu in so long.
I know.
Is
Come
he-
back, dude. We need you. Anyway, sorry, I started roasting Dawson, and I saw red. We're here. This is the Bad Melee podcast. We're in the house. It's a hot one in Pomona. Holy shit, we're sweating already. We had to turn the fan on. Miles, you didn't change shirts. You wanted to change shirts.
Yeah, I mean, this place is like a. Yeah, I did want to change shirts, but I thought this one
but this
represented
that
me
one
pretty well.
it's just
Yeah.
about party time.
Yeah, it's
And we got very special lad. This is Diya. Everyone knows him in Socal because, for one, he's not even a shitpost god. He's just like a genuinely sort of clever, funny person,
Hell yeah.
which is pretty cool. Because it's easy to be a shitposter, right? You just kind of gotta not care and post the letter B, right?
That shit's hilarious.
I mean, it is what it is. But Diya, he does stand up. He does comedy writing, and he's also does actually other grown up stuff, and
Hell
plays
yeah.
Melee. He's ranked.
Ranked
he's also
baby.
pretty good at melee.
He's
Yeah.
fucking ranked. Why?
Some
what
would say,
happened?
yeah, some would say
How?
it's fraudulent.
Is it fraudulent?
Right,
You're-
No,
I've
no
gone
one
to
was
enough
saying
stuff.
that until you.
Uh,
To my face.
Maybe.
I'm here,
There's
man.
been no whisperings of that.
I don't know. A lot of people said you were entering anything, and
That's
maybe it's a
fucked
little.
up.
What?
Do you think it's fraudulent that you're ranked?
I didn't expect to be ranked.
How?
Okay, on activity alone, I don't think I hit 4.
Just putting that out there.
What the fuck? Who did
I remember
this?
2 tournaments I went to in the last 2 years.
He blacked out at the other two. It's just-
But
Is
it was
it the one where you almost beat Lucky? You remember that one when you
Yeah.
didn't forward smash?
right.
I was so mad.
I meant to forward smash.
I wanted to
Did you do the
throw
old
you
up
out of the
smash?
venue.
and I didn't have smash, and I checked the VODs, and then it was I can't remember his name, but just some like 4 idiots telling me I should have F smashed. Who would never? All
Me
4 of
included.
them would not have F smashed there.
It
They
was-
would all have shit their pants
They like
on the spot.
played a close 1-2 with Frito.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
before. Now they're on their phones in the chat.
Yeah, so I was there in my room on ReChat, furious. Back in the days of ReChat. That's the last time I went to before
Before Twitch chat was
before-
integrated into the VODs. Fuck,
I was
yeah.
there on Oddshot checking.
piecing together your set through oddshot clips. But yeah, so Diya's really good. It's our quest to get every ranked member of Socal on
Right.
the podcast, and we started and we kind of downgraded, but now we're gonna
It's like if you can't
just
beat them,
number-wise.
we can have them on the podcast. Like we can't beat them at melee, but we can
But
sort of
we
tick them
can-
off another list.
yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But people say I shouldn't be ranked. Maybe on activity, but the thing is, like, the only one who could have been ranked is like Wieners. And you look at his,
And-
you look at
and
his
he lost
fucking
the Hulk
loss.
4 times.
He lost to Ringler. I'm
And-
the
and-
only
and
non.
you haven't.
You haven't ever, right?
through pure bracket rigging.
He'll sidle up to the TOs and be like, "Look, can you not put me a gun? Come on, man, just don't put me a gun." And Diya's cool. He's a cool person. I'll be like, "Yeah, Diya, I got you, dude." If it was like, a different Marth, I'd be like, "Fuck you,
Yeah,
dude."
fuck you, Caesar.
It's fucking, V Money, right? They put him on stream.
Yeah,
that was a malicious attempt
Right.
to hurt V Money.
even
Right.
his own crew want him to play Ringworm.
I'm so sorry, Victor. That was rough. We bring it up every
Yeah.
Anyway, I've heard he's tried to money match you at
Right.
tournaments, and you're just like, no.
The way it works is if we money match, and he wins, he can get my money, but he can't tell anybody. That's the only conditions I'll money match him under. So we haven't money matched.
Right. I mean, as far as we know, you haven't.
Correct.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
And-
That's a good system.
If we did money match, we didn't money match.
Yeah.
So, yeah, me and Ringler's never played in our lives. Just never touched controller within 2 feet of each other.
That's how it happens sometimes, guys. It's a big region. What are you going to do?
Last Power 9, Diya was actually like, thank God Ringler's not here.
That wasn't
That's the one you can't get away from.
Because he would have had to pay me to like
Right.
rig the
If the
bracket.
TO
to the
doesn't
other
work
side.
Right.
with you, and then, it's not like it's not going to be documented. He's not
Yeah.
going to take a fall for you, right?
The moment I saw Ringler Victor, I was like, stream right now. Go, Victor.
Ringler just does a complete 180, and he's like, "Oh, it was nothing. It was really close, and I just edged it out on him. It's like I don't even really want to talk about it."
Yeah, no.
He was like, "I really almost
not
didn't
his
even
way.
win." Like
He really had
on
that.
paper,
He had
on
that
paper
one.
I won, but he made a lot of mistakes during Game 3, and yeah, I kind of booked a cheap one.
That's the longest sentence Ringler would ever have said in his life. He's a forwarder, man.
He is a straight
He's a
forwarder, a loud one, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a loud succession
Right.
of 4 words.
Well,
and
let's
you
go,
got all-
Ed Sheeran. This is 4, dude.
He's a big believer that the sentence is just like a predicate and a noun. That's all you need for a sentence.
Very simple. It's actually quite beautiful the way he simplified such a complex language.
Right.
But yeah, I forgot. So so how long have you been playing?
I've been playing. My first tournament I went to was January 2014.
And you're how old? You're
I'm 20 now.
20 now?
Right. So I was
He's a lad.
junior in high school.
He's just a lad. He was a junior in high school, and then he just became Socal ranked through sheer what?
Just like that.
What happened?
Just sheer passion.
Oh shit!
But
2 tournaments per quarter.
partly just because a lot of people were banging against Marth.
Hell yeah, they still are in Socal.
Right. So I got like pretty good back when I was a swinger.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I was always pretty good. Like, my second tournament, I beat Sun. Like back when I took games off a lot of good players like really early.
Did you just like kind of get it?
Yeah, I kind of figured it out. I first tournament I beat V I went to V Money's place
Right.
very
right.
early,
That's where it all started.
and then he beat me game 1, the first game he played, right? And he was like, "Yeah, there's this pretty good kid," but I downloaded him. He hasn't beat me since then. 4 years. 4 years later.
Victor download, but his the hard drive wasn't big enough.
Software
The feds
update
came
immediately
through,
after.
Right. He
Snatched those
downloaded a
hard
straight
drives.
virus.
Damn, that's how it goes sometimes.
He clicked the banner ad.
He's taking games.
Click the banner. Yeah, that's chill. I forgot what else I was gonna ask you, but I mean, as far as Melee, that's it, right? No one else cares, right? That's
Right.
that. But what we came to talk about today was some bullshit. Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
so a
Bullshit.
David Chong update right now as we speak on this horrible earth. There is a tournament going on in Pasadena, which is hosted by a young lad who is
Bussy galore.
who is very known in SoCal, and David Chong is not here because he's helping TO that.
For
And
a percentage, may I add.
he's getting a cut.
Yeah, he got cut in, and he was so happy about it. He's got a bright young future as a paid TO now.
First time Sean has made money off Melee.
Sure. Likely.
Yeah, because I mean the CPP tournaments were all free, right?
Yeah. There was.
Also, I not to put him on blast, but to put him on blast, last tournament I've never seen a tournament run more slowly. But it's a learning process, whatever. But anyway,
A
he's
true SoCal TO.
he's
the making.
he's there right now, and not with us cooking spaghetti, unfortunately.
It's not going to be back until 3 a.m. at his speed. So, I mean, him and Daniel Montoya together is just like,
It's a force,
The
yeah,
dream team,
right.
really.
a tornado,
yeah,
if you will,
a
of
hurricane.
organization.
Yeah,
You know what though?
Organization.
One like silver lining of working for Daniel Montoya is he knows you're going to show up, and he's not going to hit you with that message on Monday night saying, "Hey man, thanks for sliding through last week, but we got a lot of hitters coming this week. Maybe you'd like to come? Hey, if I play well, maybe I'll be up there too." He always slides in that little paragraph on me right at the end about how he's improving. Like, that's going to sweeten the deal for me.
And you're like, shit, I wasn't thinking about it, but that was really compelling.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show up to see you Let's Dash or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
sick.
I respect the come up so hard right now, and I'm
Exactly.
gonna go
Crimson
to
never
play you.
messaged me to come.
See?
He didn't even message SoCal that there was a tournament going on one time.
It's just like, whatever.
There was just an SSS happening. Didn't even tell SoCal Melee.
It's the only
That's
one Westworld
entitlement.
shows up
You know
for.
how entitled he is when he's just like, yeah, I can fucking host a tournament whenever. Go Spurs. And it's like, all right, dude. Like,
Fuck the calendar.
yeah, fuck the count. Oh, man. Anyway, Miles, you had a run-in with the doctor's office.
Oh, you want to go? Okay,
so Miles has had...
So update for you guys at home who don't know. I have Ringworm, which actually isn't a worm. It's a skin fungus. But when they found out about it in like the 1800s or whatever, they just assumed it was a worm. It's not. I have a fungus. It's a skin fungus. Anyway, I think
fungus, guys.
It's a fungus.
I'm sitting
right?
real
And
close to you right now.
Not only
dude.
that, not only that, people say it's highly contagious, but I haven't infected anyone yet. I've done a lot of touching.
Yeah, I was kind of just looking at it a lot, holding it and stuff. So
That's what the
Yeah.
first blood plague victim said. Has it?
yeah, they said it's fine. No one died yet.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm at the doctor. I think I got this from sleeping on the floor of FD for like a week where I was staying when... This is your fault, Socal. I posted and nobody responded, so now I have ringworm.
Would it take that long to develop, honestly?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I
Just
first
dormant.
noticed it in Australia, and it was like a few little bumps, and I was like, maybe it's just eczema, because I had eczema as a kid. So I kind of just thought nothing of it. And that was the first time I saw it on my skin. But I can't think of... The places where you contract it are like the exact circumstance of FD, so I just can't...
FD is, by the way, is a small tournament venue.
Yeah, it's like a 1.5 room card shop where they host locals at.
And you slept on the floor because no one would take you in.
Yeah. And these guys were nice enough to let me roll out my mat and sleep on the floor there.
That's
So-
fire. The only punishment was a fungus
Yeah.
in your body.
So yeah, now I went to the doctor to get some pills to get rid of the fungus, and I was kind of skeptical about the American health system.
Yeah, so you're paying like full price?
Yeah, I'm paying cash. I'm walking in there and saying I'm dropping bands. All right. They're like, "Do you have health insurance?" I'm like, "I have the one with Benjamin Franklin on it."
Franklin Insurance got me covered,
Yeah.
fam.
So I'm trying to drop some bands in there, and I'm sitting there with Nick. He takes me as my caretaker, obviously, and I'm telling him like I just have a feeling they're not going to give me enough medication. Like he went in because he wanted to see what they said to me, so he accompanied me like he was my parent or something into the consultation. So we're in this waiting room, and they weigh me and do all that other shit, and then this cute doctor comes in and she's like, "Well, what do you think you have?" I'm like, "I think I have ringworm," and she's like, "Yeah, that's what it looks like." And so we're going through, and she writes me this prescription for these pills that only last 2 weeks. And I'm skeptical because what I've been reading on the internet is you need longer than 2 weeks to get rid of this thing. And so I'm kind of mad because I'm going to have to pay for another consultation, and there's going to be some more Benjamins on the table.
Right. Just a couple more stacks right on the dock's
so
table.
like we go to CVS or whatever, we get this medication, and like after I tell Nick at CVS when we clear this prescription, I'm like, if this doctor has undersold me on this medication, I am asking her out as punishment.
That's punishment.
Because you
as
said she was
punishment.
interested, right?
She was. No,
she was
yeah,
asking,
during
and
the
you're like, yeah,
consultation-
I'm a degenerate.
And she was asking me what I'm doing in SoCal. She's like, "Are you at school?" I'm like, "No." She's like, she got it out of me that I'm here to play Melee. I really didn't want to tell her. And she was like, as we were leaving, she was asking lots of questions about Smash and esports and stuff. And as she was leaving, she said something like, "Will you take care of this genius gamer?" or something to Nick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's on,
so
bro.
she was asking about it and giving me compliments about it, and she was kind of interested, like giving me a lot of good signs. So I was like, you know what? If I'm back in this room in 2 weeks, like as we were leaving, just mentally, I was like, she's gonna have to deal with like a degenerate gamer with ringworm on his leg, stone cold, asking this doctor out just to hear the no.
just to
hear the no. I want her to have to go through the process of either telling me to my face no, because it's like I'm sitting there on the table with like my leg pulled up to show her where this rash is,
Hanging brain.
and it's like
Hanging brain
it's
on
very
your-
obvious
your
that like
ringworm.
I'm a pretty like disgusting figure at this point because I'm like I have ringworm and I'm doing nothing but playing a children's video game. Meanwhile, she's
The
been
classic.
through like 8 years of school to get to that point, right?
Yeah.
And I'm shamelessly saying I am on your level. I want to take you out to dinner.
Right.
Like,
Maybe
let's
it was
disregard.
not having insurance is what's the kicker right here. She's like, he must have bands.
Yeah.
But then again, she's
Okay.
a doctor, so does she.
Yeah,
so she really likes you,
I
man.
think she undoubtedly has more bands than me.
I know you said she she run it out from you that she played Melee, but I'm just imagining she's like, "So what are you in here?" And he's like, "I play Melee."
No, she's like, oh, she's asking me continual questions. I was saying no. And she's like, oh, what are you doing? And Nick kind of came in with like, oh, he's playing games.
Wait, so Nick was in the room with you?
That's what I was telling you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
and
he was all the way in.
I was telling Nick.
Like, Miles, go ahead, tell her what you do, bud.
Yeah. Basically, I really don't like telling people that I'm here to play Melee if they ask me in like.
No,
a
yeah, it's
casual
embarrassing.
setting.
I don't like telling my coworkers what I did in the weekend.
Yeah. Not because I don't love Melee. It's just because it's going to spark this conversation of like.
I gotta explain it.
Yeah.
Yes, Donkey Kong is in there.
Yeah,
It's like,
Mario was in there too. Anyway, so Nick's in the room with me, and as we're leaving, I'm like, Nick, I'm gonna ask this woman out next time we're in there, and literally I can't lose because I want her to tell me no,
Right.
and
You just want to hear it.
because I want her to prescribe me the right amount of medication that I never have to come back. Either that, or I'm taking a cutie out on Friday night, so I can't really lose.
Right.
Anyway, he's like, please don't, man, because if I'm in the room, it's just going to be this weird thing. I'm like, that's better. Like, the juiciness of 3 people being in the room, that's what I
You just want to put her through the most awkward situation possible.
I want this spot to be like, she has to either give me a hard no, or just she's actually keen, which is like obviously a long shot.
That's how fire accents are in America. That's how far they go.
Yeah.
Because I also
I
like.
think I have nothing to lose also.
It'll be so awkward. Your
Right.
green room will just recede. It'll just be like, I can't deal with this. Can't deal with this guy.
I imagine, like Diya said, like that you go everywhere, just like at Donahoo's, and you're like, okay, what do you? I play Super Smash Brothers Melee.
And I have
Okay,
ringworm.
all right. Oh, all right. Yeah, no.
The ringworm's quite apparent when I'm on the doctor's table, but everywhere else I inform them.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to say this, but I don't think Donby is the only Socal melee player with ringworm.
Actually, I can confirm that's true, Diya.
No.
Because
Oh,
I was at Power
fuck,
9
dude.
one week, and I saw
Whoa,
a guy.
whoa, whoa.
You're like, I got ringworm, lads. Who else is
saw-
with me?
no.
We were on a clean spot. Was it the other Australian that came last week?
No.
Is there a crew?
It
Is
was-
a ringworm crew?
Listen, guys,
One way to get in, no way out.
I'm 3/4 done with my worm, and I'm happy to see the other end of it. But I saw a guy with a bad case on his neck, and I walked up to him and I was like, you know what you got there, son? And he's like, I know what I've got there.
Was it S-Fat?
It was not S-Fat.
Who was it?
It was a guy I've never seen since.
Fuck.
He didn't make it. The
He
ringworm.
didn't.
The ringworm got him,
He
dude.
he had a bad case of it too.
Fuck, man.
And we were just talking about it. I was like, so you use the Lotrum and Extra? And he's like, yeah, I've tried that. You know, it's not working so much. I'm like,
Bonding over your horrible plague on your skin.
yeah.
It's
And I was
lo-
like, listen, dude, you need that. You need those ones that get into your blood. You know, you need them pills. You need to go to the doctor.
Yeah, no, I know this real cutie. She's into gamers, man. She's down. She's in Pomona. You give them the hookup.
Listen, whether she is or she isn't, she's going to be asking an awkward question come next week. But
Oh yeah, so like there's no follow up to that. It's just like next week when you go in.
yeah, my next
ask her.
appointment, she's getting asked out, and she's going to either prescribe me the right amount of medication to never see me again, or we're going on a date Friday night.
Have Nick film
Hell
that.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm down.
Sneak film.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like that's you guys call a lot of things a felony, but I feel like filming in a doctor's appointment might actually be some sort of legal thing.
It's definitely uncouth.
I mean, yeah, you're a sovereign citizen. You're not from here.
Yeah, I
They
can
can't
just-
touch you.
I can
I'm
just play the old-
traveling. I'm not
Yeah,
driving.
I
I'm
don't-
traveling.
I don't understand your culture.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do that just whenever you get ringworm to ask out your doctor. That's not that's not
Oh,
American.
I do that to the Shaylas all the time down under.
It's true. If anything, they like the extra character.
Right. Yeah. I also have a very hot doctor, and this one time I was in there for an appointment. I was getting my blood taken, and my whole life, as I'm 27, I've gotten my blood taken for whatever and never passed out. It's kind of cool even. I'm like, there it is. It's coming out, and I'm like, chill. She's she meets with me. She's like, okay, we're gonna take your blood. I'm like, okay. The nurse comes in. They put the needle in. I'm looking at it. It's all good. It's chill, and I'm out. I just fucking apparently I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm really tired, and then I just slump over in my chair and the needle's in my arm and she has to like call people in and hold me up and shit. I'm like, okay. So I awaken. Seconds later, on the chair that I passed out in, and I see my doctor, who's gorgeous. I see the nurse and a large orderly, and I'm looking at all three of them. And something happened when I passed out. Like my brain like rebooted, and I thought I was like, I didn't know where I was. I didn't know who I was. I thought I was awakening in like the real world.
Holy
Like
moly.
my whole life was a dream before that, and I was like terrified. I've never felt like such an intense fear, and I was like, and I'm just looking around at all these people and I'm freaking out, right? And she's saying, she knows what's happening. I'm obviously she's seen it, but she says, don't struggle. And I'm just start to struggle.
I don't think anyone who's been told don't struggle ever stops struggling.
I start struggling hard. This fucking huge dude just holds me down and he's like, you know, you're gonna be all right. And I'm just like losing my mind. And they're like, get him on the table. And they bring me up on the examination table and he's still holding me down. And I'm like, oh, and like my brain like but the C drive reboots and everything's coming back to normal, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm fine. I was like, I'm good, and my heart rate was all low, and so now, since then, I have to get my blood drawn at a lab. I'm not allowed to do it in the doctor's office. She told me, like, yeah, you can't do that here anymore. You know, you passed that. And she's so hot, and I'm like, fuck. Like,
you blew it.
I blew it. You know, I didn't even... She's got a ring, though, but still, right? But still.
He's got ringworm.
All I'm saying is it's good luck. I believe. Let's go.
Hey, man. I'm always rooting for the little guy, too.
Anyway, if you have ringworm, get it checked out. That's pretty much the thesis of this podcast here.
If you're a Power 9 man and you're still not on that medication, if you're watching, you need to go to a doctor.
that guy's fucking dead, dude.
Honestly,
I haven't seen him either.
Honestly,
Probably got into his brain or something.
I think I might have got it in my trip back to Australia, because that's when it started showing up.
I mean, it is a filthy country.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's full of convicts who have multiple, skin diseases.
Lepers.
That old Smasher, like, you didn't see anymore. That's how Ringler was created. Like, someone gets hella ringworm and he just vanishes.
Yeah.
And then a new Ringler comes back.
He's exactly the same.
Just forms somewhere in a puddle, in a ditch. And Ringler just kind of comes up naked, and he's like, "Oh, where am I?" And then his grandpa calls him. He's like, "You got stock options, son." And he's like, "Okay." And
he's like, "I'm rich." He starts chanting, "Ringler's rich."
that's all he can say.
Yeah, at the beginning, that's all he can say.
He wanders into a McDonald's naked. Ringler's rich. Ringler's rich.
He's like a Pokemon. And then the original Ringler finds him and like teaches him how to be a Ringler, and then sends him out.
The net summon says 4 Ringlers eating pizza in the background.
Yeah, so now we know. Now we know where he came
guy,
from. He did come from nowhere, it feels like, but yeah, what? Anyway, we got like an itinerary happening over there. Basically, a couple things that I thought would be funny to talk about. I spend a lot of time on Twitter lately because my job's kind of slow, but I'm working real hard still. But it's like I people follow Anti, who's a Smash 4 player. He's like one of the best or whatever, and he's really corny, and like he's always talking about like, this is what gyms think about the game, and a gym is like Smash 4 slang for like a new player that's kind of lame and like
potentially like a corner kid. I don't know if that's
corner kid, yeah, basically, but they call him gym because they have their own terminology. That's fine, but the thing is, like, every time I see something like that, I'm like, you're the gym, you play Smash 4, you're all gyms, dude. It's like
Anti transcends.
It's like being the bully of the nerd group.
Yeah, it's like, dude, do you understand that you're not that like cool? That's how I see it. Like, that's my insanely biased perspective, but like I feel like I'm not alone. And like when Smash 4 or like Smash 4 players like beef with each other,
right?
Yeah,
and it's like watching two children like in a playground like argue over a Transformers toy.
And like when they get really, really into it as well, it's like when some kid at middle school's like, "You're done tomorrow," and like nothing's coming of it, but to them it feels like life and death. You're looking at it and you're like, wow, this is the biggest issue in your life right now, and the kid's like sweating bullets.
Yeah, he's like,
I can't go to school tomorrow, man.
What did I do? Like, I was watching a Nairo stream months and months ago, because sometimes I'll just get bored and watch streams, and I was like, Nairo, oh, that's the Smash 4 guy, and someone was talking shit on his Falcon, his Smash 4 Falcon. He's like, you don't know about my Falcon, dog? You don't know about my Falcon, man? And he pulls out his Falcon and does like 2 up airs in a row, and I'm like, yeah, real cool. Like, that's how the game is. See that a lot, and I'm like, man, wonder if they know.
There's a lot of talk about the game, and there's a lot of talk about who's going to get crushed, etc. But when you actually watch the gameplay, it doesn't look like there's that much crushing going on.
I want to mess with Nairo, man. He's 6'5" and 40 pounds. He could wrap around you like a boa constrictor,
like an Ekans.
Yeah,
just whittle that.
I picture him as like a spear. Like he gets someone else to throw him at you, and he just pierces right through you.
Right. And you're done.
Yeah, it's over.
And then he crawls out and he's like, "Yeah, bitch."
All Smash 4 players look like medieval weaponry. Like Zero looks like a good shield. It's a great shield.
They're all shaped. Yeah. Like what's his name? The other Cloud9 guy. He's like a good mace.
Leon?
Yeah. No.
He's stout.
Ally.
Yeah. He's a great.
He's
mace.
a good mace that you just a real trusty club of some
he's
sort.
definitely a club.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been wanting to say that for a while, but like
I feel like Smash 4 hate is kind of played out, but
No,
at the same time,
I've
it's
been
very
doing my
necessary.
duty. I've been doing my duty, going in every Smash 4 Twitch chat and typing trash forehead.
right,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
You got to do what you got to do, right? It's like the post office has got to run. We all have a role to play. But yeah, it's played out. But also, there's another level to that, in that we are that guy to the greater FGC.
Yeah, definitely.
Like when Capcom players look at Melee beef, they're like, "Look, the kids are going at it again."
Yeah, but melee players don't look like weapons.
Meanwhile, they've got like
That's what.
we're not oddly shaped.
We don't have a sword. We can make.
we're
Who's a
people.
melee player that looks like a weapon?
Leffen could be like a lance.
He's too pretty though.
He's an adorned lance with gems.
There's like gems in it. It's
Little
probably
feathers
golden.
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know.
Mango's just like very like a crude weapon that just gets it done.
Yeah, Mango's
sometime-
like a hunk of I don't know, ore.
Rudolph.
This is a hammer.
Rudolph kind of looks like a catapult, to be honest.
That makes it a trebuchet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rudolph is definitely.
He's
a
always
trebuchet.
just hunched, and you just set like a fruit cup on him, and he just
He
flings
just
it.
launches his translator everywhere.
His translator just crashes into somebody, gets up and runs back to him, like a fucking pet in WoW or something. Jet, what else is on there? I totally forgot. Oh yeah, our dad.
This is a jarring change.
No, this kind of ties into it.
Maybe Smash 4 players' dads do love them. Maybe that's the difference.
That's the difference.
That is it. Okay, no, here's
Hell
why.
yeah.
I was on Reddit. Again, my job's a little slow. I'm working real hard, though. And I'm on the Smash Bros. Subreddit, and there was a post that's like, I was at a tournament, and my mom and dad watched from a Denny's on their phone. And it's like a picture of them. And I was like, cool. And everyone was like, oh, that's sick. Like, that's so cool. Your parents are into it.
Dude, you know what I always think when someone posts that? I'm like, they saw you come 33rd. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whenever my mum messages me, like, if I'm playing at a major in Australia, and she's like, fifth, not bad. I'm just like ready to throw my
Just, like,
phone at the wall.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's like the angriest I've ever been at my parents.
7th at Power 9 again, huh, Miles?
Yeah, they're like, hey, really
You'll get
cracking
there,
those
kid.
top 8s in
Doing God's
Socal.
work
Yeah. Those ranked ones are coming soon.
No, yeah. And so that happens, and I don't know why it's such a thing for us, or for not us, but like the community to feel that they need that validation.
Right.
Like why?
Like normal people are watching and supporting me.
Yeah, why does that matter so much to people? Why do they want so badly to be recognized as normal?
Because they haven't fully embraced. Like, I feel like Melee, we've been doing this a long time. We've embraced where this is going and where it's kind of at. These kids have aspirations that this could be something bigger still.
But that's the thing. I'm
know what I'm saying? Like,
it
we've-
happens with Melee too.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I think it happens
Right.
a lot with Melee,
Yeah.
actually.
You know, it's like, look, I practiced Falco for a year, and now my mom came to the tournament. It's like, that's fine, but you know, when you make a Reddit post about it, it's a little more gay. I guess that's the word for it. But you know what I mean, right?
The headline is like, pot filler's parents tune in from Denny's while dad's in the toilet.
I'm a big believer that melee tournament should be 19 plus.
Wow.
That would.
Oh, you don't want to play young?
I wanna play young.
You don't play friends?
A lot of people would stop taking L's if friends
it's
wasn't going to tournaments.
If Smash 4 was 19 plus, it would just be anti.
Yeah.
There.
Him and all the top players calling each other gyms.
Zero still wouldn't be losing.
They would
Zero wouldn't be allowed in. It'd just be a scarf.
just sitting
Anti
on
would
it.
have to play Zero's scarf. That would be
And
the
still
And
lose.
somehow he loses. He's
Yeah.
like, fuck. Oh, God. Air dodges. I guess you can't air dodge off stage in that
Yeah.
game.
He's-
You can't die in that game.
He was hitting me with 3 up airs instead of 2. I just couldn't deal with it, dude.
Couldn't figure it out. No, but yeah, like why? That's still even like you get like players tweeting out shit like, "Oh, they saw me on ESPN." Like, who fucking care? Why do you care so much?
It's
if
because everyone wants to be
dad's
someone.
watching?
Dude. Everyone wants to be someone.
Yeah,
right?
but we're the people that care, right? Like, why not create your own validation?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
and
at
I
the
think
end of
it's
the day-
flawed when you don't.
at the end of the day, people know that like there's not enough is going to come from it to impress the broader spectrum organically.
Why do we want that? That's the question.
It's because everyone wants validation.
Leffen, do you think like people go up to like my boss is gonna say, "Wow, Leffen's pretty good at Melee," and I'm like, "Whoa."
I think the people who have who are really, really great at Melee transcended that a long time ago because of the amount of work you have to put in to be really, really great.
Right.
And like, you have to do some really disgusting antisocial things to get that good at Melee.
Hell yeah.
And so
every rain player has had Ringworm at one point in their life.
Yeah,
So
it's
you're
I'm on the right path.
Yeah, you're
You're on the
getting there,
path.
dude. That's a good sign.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Same doctor.
But what I'm saying though is like you ask any sort of ranked player, any high ranked player, and they have a story about 10 guys in a fucking hotel room, unmelee related.
Right.
They're all just railing each other. You know, it's, and no, but really though, what I mean is like there's a million Melee stories about a 20-hour car ride or this or that to get a friendly in at 4 a.m. with Mutant King's fucking left hand L cancel.
I just
you know,
think that like Smash 4 can't exist without the streaming and the storylines. While Melee, like, there could be no stream,
Melee will always.
and it'll be there. Like, can you imagine a Smash 4 tournament that's not streamed? That sounds like the worst place of all
It
time.
really does, yeah.
People just playing Smash 4.
Because no
Yeah,
one would be
imagine-
there. Everyone who would go to the tournament would be instead watching Minecraft YouTubers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, I've talked to a lot of Smash 4 pros, and they'll openly say, they're like, "Oh, you play Melee?" I'm like, "Yeah, I play Melee," and they're like, "Cool, man. Like, I kind of wish like." Props for trying Melee, dude. I'm doing the easy one. And they all say
that.
this.
That's
And dude,
insane, dude.
even when you talk to the pros, they're like asking you about Melee, and they want to talk about Melee mix-ups and options and stuff. And it's like, oh, how's the Smash 4 metagame going? And they're like, don't ask, man.
Bro.
It's terrible. Like, they will legit all be like, well, there's 12 matchups I don't know. I enter the tournament. I try to do well in those ones. The game's pretty whack. I don't like it. I'm making bucks. The checks keep coming.
Sounds like Street Fighter 5 players.
Yeah. They all hate it, and they're like, the checks just keep coming, so here I am.
Yeah.
Man, Smash 4 players seem really nice. if a Smash 4 player can't talk to me, I'd hit him. That's all I do.
Straight up,
Just
he
shove
opens his
him
mouth
in.
once.
Fuck out of the way. Yeah, no, I think and I've always thought this, it's inherently flawed to want, and in a metaphorical sense, your dad to care about what you do, because if you care enough about it, it shouldn't really matter. It shouldn't matter if ESPN gives a shit. It shouldn't matter.
But like,
because we're such a big group.
most
it's
people
like,
don't though.
My
And
dad
that's
thinks
why
I'm an
not
SAT
everyone's a
class.
top player.
right. Okay. So
So they're trying to. This
So
is their hobby, and they identify with it on a personal level, but they don't care enough to actually like
they don't need
throw
validation.
throw
from
the eggs in the
outside.
basket. So that there's a void there.
It's kind of just the plight of every Arcadian to just be like, this one ranked one I have. I need to hold on to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Well, also like
Monetization.
shouting it to everyone. Like
Yeah.
that's like the thought in the back of the head. Like, oh, I have this one ranked win. Like, this is awesome. But they also need to tell like everybody. You know, I don't know.
Arcadians don't realize how awesome Jane ranked is. You guys have
Yeah.
it changes you.
Yeah, your Tinder
other day-
profile,
the
right?
other-
Yeah.
First line, I say my name after my ranks. But it changed. The other day I realized it changed. Like, I was playing some guy. It was some noob, right? I was just playing Smash and my like Power 9 friendlies. Just some guy who didn't really
you're just
play.
hanging out.
In my head, I was like, man, I'm so nice. I'm playing with this guy. I'm a fucking ranked player, and I'm giving my time.
How benevolent of
I
me.
genuinely thought that.
You instantly become a better person
Right.
whenever you play a friendly with
Right.
someone.
Yeah. It's a charity at that
I
point.
felt like,
You're a
yeah,
philanthropist.
He's in a
Yeah.
light. He probably looks up to me. I'm doing him such a
He's,
favor.
he's
dude.
probably telling his friends, like, yeah, I took a couple stocks off of Diya. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
You get to be that guy.
right.
All your homies are just like charity cases now. It's like, I don't know if I really want to eat. I should be practicing, but
Right.
I guess I'll go.
I've definitely asked for second wave. Being ranked is
What are you going to do, not give 23rd and Socal the second wave?
hell yeah.
I have to.
All 18 ranked players in
it.
attendance ask for
Yeah.
second wave.
It's just a Arcadian shitter pool and then a ranked pool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad it all worked out for you, man.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Life on the other side, huh?
It's like it's just something that's like part of you now. Like
Yeah. You get that name on the list.
I
and it's
walk
just-
around the community just like a bit straighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bat's a bit straighter.
Your
I'm
chest
just,
a little higher. There's sunshine gleaming.
Because
Right.
at the very least, they're gonna say like years down the line, Diya was ranked.
Yeah.
Like you have that forever. He was ranked.
It's going on your gravestone.
I know how rich people feel when they look down at like they look at poor people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
on your gravestone's Tinder profile.
I'd pass legislature to make Arcadians die faster. We hate
Exactly.
Arcadians.
Yeah, right. We want them to suffer
Right.
because we've already made it as
I'm
ranked
there.
players. I mean, I haven't, right?
He
I'll
didn't
die
even
in the
have to go
street.
to tournaments and he got ranked still.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
how far the
that's
TPP
how- yeah.
goes.
I don't even want to come touch your guys' shoulders.
Yeah. Especially his. He's got ringworm.
Yes, stay away.
He's going to wake up as Ringler and he's going to be like, I've become my own worst nightmare.
Probably do better at tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, remember when we were at Daniel Montoya turn? No one even calls it Untilted. We just
It's
call it the
Daniel
Daniel
Montoya
Montoya.
tournament.
I
tournament.
hate how he spells it.
No,
where it's like-
that was the joke because he wanted to call it Untitled, and I kept dogging him like, Daniel, name the fucking tournament. Like, this is not happening a mile away from me, and it's gonna be called Untitled. I don't even care if I
Yeah.
go or not. So I was dogging him a bunch about it, and he's like, okay. And then he wanted to name it, what was it? The Wicked.
The Wicked.
What?
Yeah, man.
like
whack.
the theater play,
I don't
Wicked,
know.
like Wizard of Oz.
I
or
think
some
just the
shit?
adjective.
That's a Smash 4 tournament,
Yeah.
dude.
right?
That is Smash 4, the Wicked Saga.
By the way,
Yeah, everything's a saga these days.
the fucking there's a clip of Captain Zach, I think his name is. He's a pro Bayonetta player, which is a funny sentence to say. And there's a clip of him coming up at a tournament, and he's like doing the Bayonetta dance.
Oh no.
It's hard to watch, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? If he's like, maybe he's like that. That's chill. That's fine. If he's just
Right.
kind of weird, and he's into it. But it's also like,
I feel like these
come
people
get
are
your
making
mans,
this,
right?
People,
Yeah.
people are making this kind of stuff for the Giphy, you know, like they get up there on the stage at like CEO or something, and they're like trying to get that little moment of like doing something whack, and it comes out really
This'll
bad.
go viral.
Yeah.
It's like some marketing 35-year-old guy is like,
Yeah.
do something viral for the
Right.
kids.
But it's like he
Fox.
actually just like kills his cat on camera, and like thinks
oh
it's
shit!
yeah.
You didn't know.
It's actually the dad of those players. Just like, you got to do this. This is the only way you're gonna make it.
That is
do
like
this right now.
legitimately already given up on any connection. Is just trying to like ride the cash wave.
right. Yeah. So how much money are you making from this?
Yeah.
So let's talk bread.
Bayonetta, right?
Yeah.
That's the worst part about Hungry Bots, that he talks about his like mom, and her mom is there. His mom is there.
It's like no one cares, dude. I don't care.
I don't care
Yeah.
about your mom.
Only gyms as it would
Right.
care, right?
Hungrybox is the most Smash 4 god.
He totally fucking is.
He's always trying to extend that moment at the end of a major and like kind of jerk it for a little longer than everyone wants to watch.
just a little bit longer,
yeah, and, like,
edging just a.
Everyone's like, yeah, well done, you won the major, that was great play. And then he's kind of standing there like, more please. And people are like, you did really well, you did it, you won. And he's just like, more please.
Oh my
Well, he
God.
does it even if the other person won the major.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he tries to
exactly.
milk their moment.
I hate when he hands them the trophy.
Oh, that's
Like he's being
disgusting.
benevolent.
Yeah, like he's gifting it to them.
Or,
right?
like what Dave said last time, he's like when he loses, he holds up the plate. The
Right,
winners,
dude.
it's like
I'd be
I'm
like-
part of this.
I'd be like punching him in the
Dude.
face at that point.
It's like get away from me.
It's like,
Yeah.
and when it's his moment, he's like grabbing the mic aggressively, you know?
Yeah, but with the Bayonetta kid thing, like that's really hard to watch. Like holy shit! But
Right.
also like Melee is sort of guilty of it too, and not necessarily the players, but like the industry. Like what was the tournament that Levin won or almost won? There was a Smash and Splash. They had a guy up there trying to be like, all right, so what do you got to say to this guy?
That
Yeah.
is awful.
And
Yeah.
like nobody likes that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nobody
It's
likes
like-
doing that.
When you're in the mentality of thinking about the matchup and like what's in front of you, it's, you know how we were having that conversation about that guy at the tournament?
Yeah,
It's like going up to Lucky and being like, "You gonna win today, man?" And the answer that every single competitor gives is, "I'm gonna try my best."
yeah.
You know,
I hope,
And because everyone has had that moment where you walk into a room and everyone's lower ranked than you, and you're like, "I'm probably gonna win." And
Yeah, I've
then
had that
maybe,
moment.
and then maybe you don't.
All the time.
have you ever not?
This place.
This house right
This is
now.
the venue.
I walked in. I went
The friendlies didn't
lower
go your
ranked.
way though. dude.
Everybody.
He just knew on the car.
Miles,
ride
you
over.
start bragging about friendlies really
Yeah, I'm about
at this
to-
table.
I'm about to eat out. And yeah, that was obviously ironic, boys, for those watching at home. But yeah, it's like there's this constant like hunger from certain people to like extend
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
moments on
Hungry Bots,
stage.
he's always hungry, man.
Always hungry
Yeah,
for.
always
Always hungry.
He's,
Hungry for validation.
He's
boss.
hungry for that. Should be his name. Validation box.
Yeah, have you seen the video of
That'd be a
it's,
good name. I like
it's
that.
G Money, the Moon, Phil, and it's like Smuckers versus My K's or something. And it's like the crowd reaction.
Right.
And it's just like Phil talking shit with like G Money and the Moon because it's like East Coast versus West Coast and stuff like that. And Hungrybox just jumps in and it just like tries to like
We see.
yeah.
like
He's
we-
just Florida, man.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's
I'm
also-
with the boys. I'm wiling out, and they're like, "You're not one of the boys,
Yeah.
dude."
Remember that old ass clip of Westball's flubbing the game against Fly, where he tries to down air Popo off the stage and Popo lands on Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
and he suicides it.
Pat's house too.
And he's like Westball's, and you can see Hungrybox just running across the stage. Why?
I have a theory that Hungrybox is like an alt-universe grown-up Daniel Montoya.
It's actually spot
That's
on.
such a sneak diss. Actually, that's not a sneak diss.
The Hungrybox in my DMs like, hey man, I've really been improving. I think if I play well tomorrow, I'm really gonna give you the. And he's like as good as he is now, and just like double 3 stocks me.
I feel bad. Daniel Montoya's tournament's happening as we speak. If anyone's watching
Daniel
that,
Montoya's tournaments
stream,
are actually fire. I go every week now.
it's chill. I mean, it could be run a little faster. All you got to do is call it fucking matches, but it's chill.
When you come to America just to play Melee, an extra couple hours is fun, you know?
I guess so. Hey, some of us got 40-hour work weeks, but
Hey, some of us got doctor's bills to pay.
I do have insurance. Remember when we were at that tournament last week, though? For one, Tafikin showed up. I don't want to put him on blast because he's been really nice to me lately. Actually, just in general, he's never not been nice to me. But he showed up, lost to Foxnard, dipped.
The classic.
To be fair, though...
Would you do that as a ranked player?
Lose to Foxnard? No.
I mean, like...
No, yeah, if I...
Lose to somebody and then just peace out. I gotta go. Shit. It's ran pretty late. What can I say? I gotta go.
Generally, I'm one like I had to redeem myself kind of guys where I'd probably try and win the tournament. But I respect Tafla. When you're ranked, we have solidarity, dude. Foxnard was doing some stuff.
He cheesed him, dude.
You're in your fucking bubble
Played the best he's ever played in his life.
with your stock options,
Right.
And you're fucking, and we're just slumming.
In our rain chat, Tafla was just talking about dental insurance the whole time. He was like,
Damn you guys. But yeah, that was funny. But we were there and we were talking about how like a very clear difference between Australia and America is the idea of urinal dividers.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Really?
Because I was in a toilet.
He calls
bathroom,
it a toilet.
Yeah, that's
calls it a washroom.
That's what it is.
Some fucked up shit.
It's a bathroom.
It's a toilet.
Learn
I'm
our
going to the
language or
toilet.
get out.
I say
I don't have to
bathroom.
press 1 for Australian. Why should I?
I say bathroom, but only so the TSA don't come looking.
So the feds aren't watching.
Yeah, just so for all the feds watching, they just turn it down a little, you know. But no, for real, like we have everywhere you go. There's like a trough urinal. Like
trough.
I don't know if you guys have this at bars only or something, but just like a wall that
I
you
haven't
piss
seen a
onto.
trough urinal ever since I was a little kid.
Really?
At a bar. Yeah, swear to God.
I haven't peed
Dude,
in a trough urinal since I got ranked.
There
That's
you go.
below me.
Yeah.
There it is.
They get their own private bathrooms.
Right.
If it is like separate urinals, like a personal urinal per person, what the fuck's this wall to my right?
It's so like snakes out, right? You don't want to.
No, I
you're
get
an
that.
American. You don't want to see what the other guy's hog is looking like.
Right.
There's like an Australian comedy skit where a guy goes to the stall instead of going to the urinal, and they kick him out of the bar.
Because he's a
Yeah, because
puss,
he's a little
right?
bitch.
Because there's
If
more
you don't
you
want
want
to talk
to do
to,
when
like,
you
I
pee.
can't talk to my homie who's on my right with that wall there. You know, we're having a good conversation out in the beer garden, which you guys don't. You guys are missing out. We have a thing called a beer garden in Australia, which is where you get drunk outside. Now, like every bar I've been to here, they don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
It's because they'd be passing the drink to the youngins, to the hoppers.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. I mean, I assume.
To the
If
young
I owned a
kiddos.
bar, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Anyway, so we drink outside a lot at bars because there's often a lot of outside space. And so if you're having a good conversation outside, you're like, hey, I need to go to the toilet. And your homeboy's like, you know what, I need to go to the toilet too. Nothing wrong with that. You just continuing the conversation.
you just have a piss.
Yeah,
I mean, the
and
divider
when
isn't
look to
soundproof
when
here.
you look to your right
You
to
can
talk
talk
to
over
him,
it.
when you look to your right to talk to him, you can look him in the eye. That's above board.
Above
How
board.
tall are your dividers you're seeing? Like, dividers
Yeah.
on
I'm
matching
seeing-
are
I'm
like...
seeing
The one
fat
at
dividers,
the
dude.
gym I go to, it's
It's
a
big.
fat divider.
Really?
It's like, and you know what? I think it's because like
Like what who
I think
runs
it's
this
a bunch
country
of like,
now? Like pussies?
homophobic
Right.
like men that are like either
It's
afraid
not
of their own homosexuality or
Right.
they're afraid of other maybe
I
gay
feel
people.
I feel like there's a lot of people who are homophobic in Australia who would find the divider more offensive than looking at
that
your
is
homie's
so
song.
interesting.
Yeah.
I like the divider because like there's
They're
other things you
homophobic,
do
but
when
they're
you
not.
pee.
They're not like.
What are you talking? What?
Like,
what do you
chat,
do?
chat for testicular cancer? You know, I'm just like give it all.
Check your balls. I mean, when else are you gonna do it?
You got work to do.
There's,
Yeah.
there's like some hardcore right wingers in Australia who would take very unkindly to the wall.
That's because they're all probably closeted, and they like the.
And they're
trough.
down,
Yeah, they
yeah.
like the openness of.
Well, I mean,
That's how it
that
normally-
doesn't
That's
sound
chill.
too closeted to me. If
It's a
they're-
weird
if they're about
platform.
that trough.
There's no wall, and we hate the gays.
right? Like,
I mean, no, the way they would say it is, they can do what they want behind closed doors, mate.
Jesus.
Really, I don't know.
But really, they're behind the closed doors.
dude, you guys are behind the closed walls.
no, I agree.
Who's running this country?
No.
I want people to be able to hang brain as just human beings together.
I half
yeah.
agree with that.
Do I
but
need
you
to
also
live
I hung
my-
brain in front of Ludwig's face.
But you need. But Ludwig consented to hanging brain.
Not verbally.
I think if you
That
walk into
sucks.
It was kind of a.
That's kind of not chill, dude. That's not very chill.
I mean, it was kind of a gamble. Like, I'm pretty sure he was cool with it.
what happened?
Yeah,
what happened
I've-
to a little bit of boys will be boys?
It's slippery slope.
This
sometimes.
it is a
this is
slippery
literally not chill. What you're doing is not chill.
See, Dawson, this
You
is
need to
why your
ask.
bits are a bit too chill. You
It's-
never take that leap.
Dawson
You
has
never-
this thing. I once told him we were talking about like comedy and just how to articulate ourselves
I don't wanna talk about
humorously,
this.
and I was
Sorry,
like,
Dawson.
he's like, "Do I have good bits, dude?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, your bits are chill."
I did not ask. I was like, you just straight up told me that I had chill bits, and I was like,
You
wait,
No,
what the
no,
fuck
no,
does
you
that
are
mean?
It's not
asking
like
about
I
the
walked
quality
up
of
like,
your
"Hey,
bits.
Dawson, I'm at Power 9 now. Your bits are chill. All right,
No, you
bye."
are asking
It
about-
wasn't. No, it
we
wasn't.
were
like that,
having a
but it was like-
conversation.
yeah.
About the
You asked for a
bits.
bit review, and that's what you
I
got.
didn't ask for a bit review.
I gave you one.
Yeah, I know. That was my issue with it. You just
Anyway, I said his bits are chill because up to that point he had proven to be have some very chill bits, which is not a bad thing. And then he took quite offense to that.
because it was the inflection in what you said.
What
My
the
bits
fuck
were
are you
chill.
talking
You
about?
know
If you said
exactly
that to
what
me,
you
I'd be
mean.
like, "Hell yeah, brother!"
I think the reason why your
Let's
bits might be
go.
chill though is because you're not ready to take that leap and hang the brain when it might be against.
Have
the
you
rules.
ever hung brain
I've hung brain before
on a lad?
on a lad. Yes, when I was younger.
Was there a divider?
no divider.
I'm starting to
Open
think there's
trough.
always a divider here in America.
It's always it's a metaphor.
No,
I
because
thought I knew what hang brain meant, and then the way he used it shattered my expectation.
You know what it means, right?
I don't know. I thought it meant.
it's just
You
That
said
kind of
on a lad.
no. He said on.
I
a
said
lad.
on a lad.
Oh, okay.
I meant like in front of
Well, I
a
mean,
lad.
I see, I
it's
see.
like stunning on him. You know?
I thought I knew what it meant, and I was
It's
just
like-
wait a minute.
It's like moonwalking.
Right.
to-
Yeah.
That's all it is.
You're not on
It's-
him, but
it's
you are on
moonwalking
him.
IRL.
yeah,
Essentially.
pretty much.
I can moonwalk.
No, but I was
Fire.
so triggered by the chill bits is because you were telling Miles how fire his bits.
Miles
right
is
in
fire
front of me.
bits.
And that's
What do you
because
want
I'm
from
ready
me?
to take the plunge
He
on some
does have
brain.
fire bits, but it was like, oh, Miles got fire bits. Your bits are
Up until
bits are
this
chill.
point, your bits were chill. I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, now I think your bits are fine.
Yeah, I mean, I try to upgrade my bits because I was being questioned about my bits.
All I want to say is I'm sorry. I'm sorry I called your
wasn't.
bits chill.
I wasn't mad at you. I was just.
If you called my bits chill, I'd be like, hell yeah, brother.
But you got.
You were just
got
preheating
chill
the
and
bits,
fire
all right?
bits, you know.
And the bits heated up, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Here's the bits. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So
I just think America, it sums up the culture here. You know, they're trying to break down the family unit. They're trying to break down the man-to-man bond out here.
hell yeah.
And the wall is just a physical representation of that.
yes.
I'm not trying to bro out in a
Why not?
smelly bathroom.
Why not?
Why not?
Where
You wanna-
else-
you
When-
wanna- you
what
wanna
other
bro out
time?
in Chong's
Let's
bathroom
bro.
right now?
It smells like piss
It
in that
smells like
bathroom. It's so gross.
That is worse
place
than
is
a
a
public
crack house.
bathroom.
You think you were wondering why you got ringworm? It's because it smells like a fucking porta potty.
It was straight up.
There.
I'm saying it's somewhere else, but it might just be this house.
It was actually. I'm almost 100%. It was this house.
All the AZ guys that stayed here for Bigger Bulk,
They've all got it.
check your brain because you might have some ringworm on
check your brains at the urinal stall.
that. Yeah, with your bros.
Yeah.
like Diya would
Together.
No, straight up though. Like, people are putting off that bro time. It's like, oh, we can't bro out at the urinal.
I'm
We
not trying
can't
to
bro
bro
out
out.
outside. We can't bro out anywhere.
I'm trying to fem out,
2020
dude.
broing out extinct.
do. Not happening.
Fuck brown out.
The urinals at Oni onto church. The two urinals. That's a bro out.
Those
urinal.
are those.
Yeah.
Those
Don't they
are
go all the way to the
sus, dude.
floor?
Yeah, me and
Yes.
V Money had a moment. A dad son moment.
That's
yeah.
good.
Oh, that's right. V Money is your dad.
My dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are
It's,
you guys like the same? I hate asking. It's like the question you don't ask people, but
Not chill.
like, what are you?
I'm half Indian, half Vietnamese.
Okay. See,
So,
I actually had the hard read
No,
did you?
that you were definitely
way.
part Vietnamese.
really,
Yeah.
Wow.
really.
Hell yeah,
I don't
bro.
even- everyone-
I
everyone's
didn't
ever-
read the Indian part though.
Well,
You mean the way more obvious?
Look, man, I'm on that level 3 option coverage.
he's definitely not doing the roll from the ledge. It
Yeah.
can't be that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, man, we're happy to have you. I don't know
Hell
what to
yeah.
say. No, but yeah, you and V Money, he raised you.
Yeah, we
You're
go way
his
back.
son that he birthed you, and immediately you were just better than him.
So
you
he beat
came
you
out
in
of
that
the
one
womb with like
friendly,
a
though.
fucking 10-inch wang.
Right.
And he was like, ah, fuck. Like, great.
Like, part of you's happy that you birthed this, but the other part of you is kind of sad.
Right, but he stopped Mike Hayes from like sexually harassing me.
Whoa.
No.
whoa. Hey.
we might have to go ahead and talk about this one. What happened?
There's a
So these guys
point-
were at the
Are you
urinal.
comfortable
I'm not
here?
sure if you know. 2015, there was a point where I was also an Arcadian and just a weird boy.
Hell yeah.
And I made the legendary Twitter post where I'm gonna get ranked this tour. I'll have to suck Mike Hayes' dick.
Yeah, and you didn't.
Right, and that's a good part of hiding Victor money there.
Okay, so wait, what?
Because if I
Because
didn't have
Mike
a
was
dad,
asking him to cash the check.
Right,
Yeah.
Mike Hayes followed through. He added me on Facebook. He followed.
Like,
He starts
hey, boy.
sending the dick pics already, saying, get ready.
I saw what you said on Twitter, boy.
He followed me on Twitter.
Dude, you wanted it.
Found my address.
Honestly,
He just showed up. It's like, hey, is Diya here? Pulling up his pants.
That's terrifying. I'm sweating in this 130-degree room.
Don't worry, we got your.
Smash Play is very economic, man. You
Yeah.
can't just give up an opportunity like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
you got to take what you can
It
get.
might not be coming again for a little while.
So that's why it's good to have V Money around, because he dadded me. He protected me
Thank
You gotta
you.
stay at his house.
He
for a
said, you know
while.
what? I'll suck this dick.
from Mike Hayes.
I'll take this one to the team, Diya.
It's very awkward between me and Mike Hayes now. We actually haven't interacted other than him being like, "Hey."
You know, the first thing he says to you is gonna be like, "Well, here we are."
He's like, there's interest. That's 2 dick sucking still.
You were at a dick suck and a half, but now we're up to 2 completions.
Now it's the works.
It's the work.
Say what you want about Smash 4. No Smash 4 player has ever sucked a dick to get ranked. I'm just saying that. We
I
melee
bet.
players.
We will do anything. It's
I think we
do
definitely want the
anything.
glory a lot more.
but at least it's glory amongst ourselves. At
Hell
least it's
yeah.
glory amongst the other degenerates and
Not
not
off,
fucking
Dad at
dad
Denny's.
at Denny's
Yeah.
hanging brain in front of a divider checking his ball sack.
He's just like in the car park looking for like drugged out prostitutes.
Yeah,
Like,
he's on-
one eye on Twitch,
he's-
one eye like waving him down.
Dad, did you see it? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
how much?
Just soliciting underage prostitution.
What I had like a sick segue with the bathroom thing.
Oh, don't choke.
Arduinos. There you
no,
go.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
no, no.
Arduinos are like the wall, to be honest.
What?
That's some next generation stuff. Trying to homogenize.
You're like
the
a
controller
bad
community.
political cartoonist.
Yeah.
You see these walls,
You
and
see-
it's just in the label
Yeah.
above.
It just says
Controllers.
Yeah.
And the dinosaur
They're
behind
trying
the
to,
bubble.
dude. You know what they? No, you know what they're trying to do. It's like we've all got a different controller, right? Downstairs. We've all got. Some of them don't backdash too well. Some of them don't shield drop too well.
Some of them are perfect.
Some of them are
Sometimes you
great.
find, you farm a lot of controllers. You're gonna see a 10 out of 10. You know?
See Moose Walk
But-
controller?
When they put the,
That's a weird one.
It has some fucking keys,
they're putting the
man.
wall there, dude. They're trying to make all the controllers play the same. And you know what? It's okay that all controllers don't play the same.
Holy fuck.
There's a segue for you.
Moose
is a-
wants control.
That's an amazing metaphor, by the way, because I wasn't on board and now I'm totally on
You
board.
get it?
But then, what is a memory card hack? Is that like
Basically,
reprogramming?
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but that's more like
It's just that you don't change the dicks, but every vagina, it's only one woman
that's what I'm saying.
It's the
yeah,
same
it's like,
woman.
It's that you're using it on a different.
who's dragged
gender.
around to every tournament.
Oh no.
Dawson's not liking this
is
one.
not chill.
These bits
not
are chill.
These are not
See,
chill
like,
bits.
This is Dawson's problem. Like he gets uncomfortable around non-chill bits.
He does get uncomfortable.
This is why you stick to the
Yeah,
chill bit
you know.
territory.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm as liberal as they come, but sometimes the bits just gotta go where they gotta go.
It's true. When
I'm
the-
all for freedom of the bits.
When the bits
I've never been against
going to
Hell
like
yeah.
I
400.
never want to entrap the bits. But there comes a point where you have to kind of just like reel it back in a bit.
You gotta
maybe.
say, you know
okay.
what? These aren't chill.
Yeah, you need at least have the self-awareness to understand that your bits aren't the chillest. And maybe we shouldn't be like saying like, yeah, we're just Arduino hack packs are just women being tossed around the melee community. and all our dicks
Agree.
are weird.
I'm not saying I'm
Hard
for Arduinos. I mean, I'm
That's
not
why
for
I'm
memory card
heavily
hacks.
against Arduinos.
I'm not for
I'm
the wall
against-
or Arduinos.
I'm right there with you, brother.
No, not the wall is the notches. Arduinos are
The bad metaphor.
Yeah, the notch metaphor.
Why try to fix everyone? Why don't we just all look at each other's controllers?
Yeah, dude, just play some friendlies together.
Exactly,
Just like get
just-
accustomed to like
just
what's
run it.
different. Yeah, just run.
Just
that.
run it, baby. Fuck! I had such a good idea. I wanted to bring something up, and I can't remember it. And this happens sometimes.
I kind of want to let Diya take the reins. I want to see
Diya,
what's going
please.
on in that brain.
What's up?
Nothing's cooking, man. I'm just thinking about being I'm 23. I'm not sure if you guys know.
23. I thought you were 24.
Nah.
You talking fucking shit, man?
Were you 23?
Do you know who I am?
No. Hey, he's 23. Okay.
23.
Can
When you get ranked, you can redecide your age
Right.
Yeah.
and your name.
Who's 24 then? Are you the last ranked
No.
Socalian?
It's
You don't
I
even
don't know who's
East Coast
below
Jazz?
me.
below you.
I don't know who's below me.
You only know who's above.
I think it's Koopa and Jace.
Oh,
Koopa
yeah,
24
yeah.
and Jace 25.
I think Chase is higher, is he not?
No,
No.
Jace got demoted, and
Jace
Zio
went up
Zio went up to like 22 or 1 or something.
Zeos are good.
That's how that
Zio
should
is
go.
Zio's good.
That's how that should be.
Dio's a god.
I don't know. Jace must have taken some shadow losses when no one was looking.
Not too shadow, but you mean shadow.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
actually the player
Sleeper
shadow. He
losses.
would never lose to that guy.
I remember once Jace lost to like Emchi at a BMA tournament, which aren't going on anymore, and no one was talking about it. I'm sure Emchi fucking was, but like, but no one else was talking about
I
it.
You know what the
actually
chillest
haven't
thing
heard
to
that
do
from
if you're an
MJ.
Arcadian when you beat a ranked player is just not say a fucking word about it.
That's the play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just a big chill.
But then if you
When,
don't,
if you beat Lucky, what would you have done?
Would have unplugged my controller, pulled out my phone,
Hit that
And just
yeet
been-
on that tweet.
took a picture of him and posted on my Twitter.
Yeah, look at this bitch I just beat in
Photo
a
of a
video
loser.
game. Yeah.
No, I would have. I've been playing Lucky a lot. Each time, getting not as close. But
Fuck. It's rough out here, dude. We can't.
yeah,
do it.
man.
I mean,
It's hard to
I
be a
wouldn't
hitter.
know. It's rougher when you're scrapping by like me. Everyone in this room is better than me. You know how, except Dawson's Puff.
my puff versus your Falcon is double. If you go Falcon, it's done. It's over.
This
I
is
can't.
why I've been saying we need a melee section at the end
No.
of this podcast.
It'd just be
I
me
think-
tilted the whole time. I
What?
just tilt.
That's good TV.
that is
That
good.
is, dude. When I was in the bathroom and I heard, we aren't friends after this, right? So I was walking back down. I was like,
Third
why?
game. He
I
was
was
like,
like- it was-
cutting it off.
It was like the second game. It was the fact that you picked
And you rage quit the first game.
yeah.
I did rage quit the first game.
Like the first one.
I think I had like 2 stocks left too. It was like
yeah, you weren't. You
It was
were.
doable.
You weren't sitting pretty.
yeah.
What Jet? What do we got on the thing? Just please remind me really quick. I have these ideas swirling in my head like a nebulous. Huh?
Oh,
Oh.
Shiz. Here's what I think.
this is a hot button topic.
We let him back, and if he stabs somebody, then we let him go. Let's go.
Yeah, no, I think
Hell yeah.
I think realistically he's on a close watch probation too.
Yeah, because you know what? Like, if he damages another human being, we deserved it.
Right.
Sorry.
I think we should let Shiz in a Smash 4 tournament first. To kind of
See,
prove his worth, right?
Yeah, and he
Or
has to shank
dead
one of them.
Smash 4 kid.
He has to
Which
assault
would
one of them
be
by the end of the day.
A great, yeah, he has to, or
That's
he's
the
not allowed in the
rules,
American
yeah.
community.
It's just a Giphy of Shiz just stomping out this 14
But yeah, Shiz at a Smash 4 place.
It's like no, it's not looping. He's just still going.
He's still 25-second gif.
a 30-second clip isn't long enough. It's, you gotta link the whole VOD.
Nah.
It's that Bayo dancing, but it just gets really dark towards the end.
I just think seeing Shiz at a Smash 4 tournament would be like...
That would be.
That's worse than prison.
It really is. Yeah, put him through the ropes, man.
Right.
Like, actually make him place. It's
Right.
like you got to do this good.
Yeah.
Or
In
you're
Smash
not
4.
coming back. Yeah.
Dude, that's a great... I feel like that's a movie storyline. Like, ex-hero goes to jail and now needs redemption through something he's not so good at.
Right.
Like, he's
Billy
got to
Madison.
He's got to teach Pee-wee baseball for, you got to get
Yeah.
the kids to win a season before he can come back.
That's exactly it.
You know?
Yeah.
Like some completely auxiliary quest that he's got to go on before he can come
It's
back.
like Oscar Pistorius getting out of jail and being forced to like compete with actual handicapped people in like wheelchairs for the races.
Yeah, and he
Jesus.
finds out that like they had big hearts all along.
Yeah, exactly.
And he comes
Then
back
he
and
goes
changes.
straight
Yeah,
back to stabbing people.
He gets a bigger heart for it.
He comes back to Melee with a new perspective, and then he just stabs the first person he
Yeah.
sees immediately.
No, don't let that guy back.
I knew you would say that.
But
You're
He's
all
chill, dude.
I'm too chill. My bits might be
Dude,
just chill.
I think Dawson's the one putting the walls up in urinals, to be honest.
He's the one installing
Okay, I
these,
have
drawing 'em
actual
in.
good reason.
For real.
Dude, like, I think we're just romanticizing this idea that it's like this really well-respected, like, old school player and that he needs to come back.
I agree. I don't think that should matter.
Yeah, and honestly, the whole, like, he's making changes, like, that I have friends who've been on parole
Same.
and, like, shit like that. It's like, you have to do that shit if you want, like, anywhere close to a normal life. Like, doing mandatory shit that you have to do isn't something we should, like, commend as like, oh yeah, like, you know what, he's reformed now. Like, I don't.
He didn't choose to go to these places.
Yeah, no one chooses to like do all that shit.
Right,
like,
right.
You don't want to be in anger management classes. Like, no one
Yeah.
wants that.
But at least I think now, like, there's such a gigantic spotlight on him that, like, if he can't control himself and not stab somebody in the eyeball, and like knowing all of this shit, all of the pressure that's on him, I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. Like, let him stab somebody if it's gonna happen. On a
Right.
long
Yeah,
enough timeline.
that's how much we love our top players. Is like maybe a Jim takes a knife. We've got some great Falco gameplay. There's been a lot of Fox in the meta recently, and everybody loves the bird. Now we've got a good one coming back. Let's not ruin it. Maybe a Jim gets stabbed. Maybe they don't.
That's the roll of the
I
dice.
felt like
That's how we get-
that's how I feel though. I feel like everyone
gonna
just
have a
sold
lot
the
of good
PPMD
clips.
stock and is like, look, this is like
PP's
hot
gone.
right now.
we need
gotta-
some Falco.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's on the rise. They're on
Momo's
their
not
E-Trade
cutting it
account.
right now. This is our good.
Call him in. He's a bit of a wild card. Mr. Risk.
And to be fair, Miles with his Ringworm is probably like a more present danger to the community.
Yeah, definitely.
To be fair, like,
Yeah, I mean, I
No.
don't think tablets are going to fix it when you get stabbed in the neck by this man after you don't give him money for his mixtape.
right.
Jesus Christ. Well,
I don't know, man. Your ringworm's looking pretty gross.
I will show the camera my ringworm. It is 3/4 healed. You can barely see it right now, guys.
His Ringworm is just a white supremacist
It's
tattoo.
looking healthy. Hey, whoa.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Nuke the VOD.
Yeah.
No, but for real though, I was messaging a friend about this issue, and I was like, on the one hand, this is a guy who has like felonies, he's a gangster, and he's had a record of hurting people, and then I was like, on the other hand, being a gangster is funny, and his Falco is really sick. So
I think it's interesting bringing up, like, if we didn't know who he was, like, if somebody just walked into a tournament
Right.
and freeing, like, we wouldn't do anything, right? And, like,
Yeah.
if he went and hurt somebody, we wouldn't, like, blame the TOs
Tafo
for
brought
being
up,
like, you guys should have background checked.
Right, you
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
ran the...
But I mean,
does this start a witch hunt?
Equinox.
Does
What
this start
if
a
we
witch hunt
did
on
know?
everyone?
What?
what if we did know that, like, someone walking into a tournament, like,
I mean,
Had
you would
felonies.
watch
Yeah,
them
that's hard.
carefully,
But
right?
dude,
Yeah.
there's some like on the nose stories about every single player in the Melee community who's been around long enough that would like not incriminate them, like felonies wise maybe, but like everyone's got something where it's like, oh, that's shady.
I don't know if it's like physical assault.
Yeah,
And
but it's like questionable stuff while really drunk, or like a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
people from the community.
I mean,
dude,
but I
if you
agree.
were to go digging, like you could literally wipe out like half the top 30
Yeah, I
And-
mean, but I kind of agree that we should. I mean,
I don't
into
think,
everybody's lives. Who are we to be the
and
judge?
bad melee is never about racial nuance, but if Shiz Wiz wasn't a huge black guy, I'm sure, like, it wouldn't be so... like, if
Honestly-
he was a diminutive white guy with the same...
I feel like
I think
a lot
that-
of people would be more...
That's a big
Really?
issue.
You think
Like,
so?
there's a lot of
There's
these.
a lot
like,
it's very about race, in my opinion.
yeah, there's a lot of like these scared like
Right.
white boys being like, oh, I don't know, you know,
Right.
I'm on the Donald.
I
or
wouldn't say it's
whatever, you know.
racist, but it's about race.
Hey.
nah.
Oh, I would have kind
Agreed.
of thought that like him being a minority kind of makes it a better story in terms of reform.
I mean, a story? What do you mean by a story?
Like the narrative of like let's bring this guy back and like get his life back on
Right,
track.
that's the other side of it.
Yeah.
I feel like a
that's
lot
how
of
it
I feel like
plays.
the swing has kind of tipped on people being loving that kind of a story. Like I think most of the Melee community is very liberal, and that story really plays well to a lot of people.
I disagree.
He
I
has a-
think most of the Melee community is like super fucking conservative.
really,
like
yeah.
in a bad way.
Yeah,
I think they're
gamer
mostly
culture-
gamer culture is like
Right,
awful
right.
and
It's
like
really-
yeah.
and should be.
It's
but I
not
think
just the
I
Smash
think the
community.
figureheads of Melee and the people who communicate these things and have power over the community are not going to be prejudiced on race.
I agree. Yeah.
Like the figureheads of the community, if anything, I think would be more lenient on a minority.
I could see H-Block being a closet racist.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude! He's from Florida.
Oh,
H-Box is
yeah.
a closet a lot of things, I think.
Yeah.
The funniest thing to
Yeah.
me is like PPMD's from North Carolina, and I'm not saying he's racist, but there's probably like a relative who looks like PPMD, who's probably said some awful racist
Yeah,
stuff.
oh, yeah.
Dude,
A PPMD looking person.
in
just-
his lineage, I'm sure there is someone who has put on the hood.
right.
You know,
Oh,
there's gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
just a one guy in the North Carolina.
And
Probably has the
we're not
same
talking about
face.
White Falco. We're not talking about the White Falco jacket.
No, we're talking about
We're talking about
that.
his brother Twitch putting on the. What if
No,
it was?
for real though, I think the players just let him back and watch over him.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's like this is your final chance, boy.
Right.
Because like
Boy,
Melee's huge now, and it's this giant thing, and we've all gotta. It's different and it's new. It's like you're stepped into a new version of a thing, and sure, wipe the slate.
Yeah, I don't.
Just
Well,
don't
that-
stab anybody.
I
If you
think-
do, you're gone, dude. No more stabbing for you. Go
Yeah.
away.
I just think there's like no worse way to rehabilitate someone than prison. And if there is a way to rehabilitate someone, like just prison's awful for that. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
agree.
yeah,
I completely agree.
so I'm
with
just
that.
saying like other things are like.
But I
what's
don't like.
gonna-
I don't
if
know.
anything,
maybe
the
start
melee
with like a
community
local.
will help.
You start with a local.
Maybe just let him.
Has he
until
been going to
Florida.
locals? Let him go
I
to
don't-
locals, right?
I don't know
like,
if he has.
Like that's a good play.
There is no ban on him currently.
That's good. What's up? What's happening, dude?
Is England
My
calling
alarm
you?
You gotta
says- I don't
take your pill.
I know my alarm says do not turn this off, and I don't know why it's on.
shit.
I'm turning it
Oh,
off.
no.
I turned it off, boys.
We're rolling.
Oh.
Big riders.
No, like I don't know. Like, I don't think he's like irredeemable or anything like that, or just like beyond reform. But I think it's like it's still pretty early. You know, like February
But
or
can
like
you just
something.
clean ban him
Well,
from
what,
every
then
event
it's like
in
a
the States?
bunch of
Well,
smashers
that's what
without
I don't-
law and psychology degrees are arbitrarily setting a time limit on. Yeah, you know, in my experience, stabbing people, I think after 8 months is a good
You
time.
have this urge to
I-
stab goes
yeah.
away after 8, I think.
Right. And so it's like then where we would draw the line.
I
It's
agree.
like
I mean, like
if he's
there's
good
like
for
two
you?
sides of that. 'cause-
someone's got to take a hit.
Oh, dude,
And
that's
it's
like
not going to be me. It's going to be someone else.
It's gonna be a TO.
I personally have like a lot of like cognitive dissonance about like if I were to make that decision, I don't think
We
I'd
just need a
be able
memory
to.
card hack. Whenever like his character dies, it just says relax. Like it just
Yeah.
pops up.
It's gonna be all right.
Whenever his mixtape doesn't get fully funded, it's okay.
Does he have a mixtape? Does he spit fire?
One of his
He has a-
yeah, haven't
he
you
has a
heard his
song,
raps?
dude. Yeah.
No, I didn't
One
know
of
he
his
had
one of
bars.
his assaults or his alleged assaults was over was on his girlfriend at the time,
Oh,
and it was over money to fund a mixtape, to fund
Wow.
rap production.
well, you know that's the game. No, that's fucked up.
Jesus.
He has
I
a lot
didn't
of
know
songs, most of which are about getting head from hoes, etc.
Hell yeah. Okay.
And some of them have got some pretty good production. So obviously some bread came through from somewhere.
Yeah, it's not just your average
Pay-
SoundCloud rapper.
Paying for some studio time. Okay.
There's some music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minus the assault, that all sounds super great. Look,
Just a regular everyday chilling dude trying to make a buck.
that hell yeah.
I don't know, because if it was some dude from like Long Beach or like going to like a local, I don't know, like if the general like public or the tourney goers would feel like super uncomfortable. I'm fine with banning one person for like
The greater good.
So
Yeah.
Would you guys
Peabody's
think
done
a
some shit,
warning?
hasn't he?
what?
Someone was telling me Peabody has like done some stuff. Like,
I don't think
aggressively.
so, dude.
I haven't heard any of that.
Yeah.
I just heard that he trained Mango.
Yeah,
Brought him
that's
from
all
the
I
ground
know.
up.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Maybe that's what it was.
That's
So
what he
there was some-
inflicted upon the
Actually,
world.
now that
There
I
was
think about
some
it, he just
player-
harasses people about how he trained Mango.
I don't know which player it was, but
I had to
someone was
I had to
like,
tell him to
dude,
stop, dude.
someone pointed someone out to me, and maybe it wasn't Peabody, it probably wasn't. But they were like, dude, this guy's been around for ages, and I've literally seen him hit someone after a set.
What?
I
Wow.
don't know.
I haven't heard that lore.
Maybe I dreamt it.
Maybe you dreamt it.
Maybe you dreamt it.
Yo, I don't want any mud
It was
smearing
Diya?
of Peabody's name.
Yeah.
You hear he trained Mango?
Okay, so
In the-
I was wrong with the
in the
Peabody.
beginning.
It was actually Diya, and it was someone who was ranked lower than him asking for a friendly.
It was me hitting Gun.
He'd been playing.
fucking kidding
been
me?
playing
It was
friendlies
it was
for 30
Jace.
minutes already.
Jace was like, "Hey, Diya, can we get a friendly real quick? I need some Marth practice." And he was like, Aren't you ranked lower than me?
He's just like, guys, do you hear somebody talking? I don't hear anybody talking.
He's talking
He
to
flips
like
off Jason.
McCain and Mike.
Jason's like, what the fuck?
So he's like, there's only 3 of us in the venue, right? There's like 80 people in the venue. He's like, it's just me, you, and McCain, right?
I'm like not looking at like the 7-foot space right next to me.
Dude, no. You're not in the group chat. Nick posted a bod. It's K-Pan, I believe, money matching Cyrox at
I
CEO.
saw that.
Did you see the very end?
Yeah.
Oh my
Amazing.
god, it's
He wins?
so funny. Cyrox beats him in the money match. K-Pan, and this is all on camera, and it's like high quality. It's just a money match stream, and K-Pan's like, "Hey man, you think we could get another one, like a salty match, like?" And Cyrox's like, "What?" It's like another one. You just want to play another game real quick, and he's folding up his money that he just took from. He's like, no, man, I'm gonna go eat. It's just the most like, ooh.
And
Dude,
K-Pan just like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's like,
he's like,
dude, that's not even that bad.
No,
Like,
you just feel it in your
You
heart.
can Cynos's face kind of evokes that kind of.
Because he's got like, he's just a boy and he's got like sort of no nuance.
he's got
and,
no
like,
clout.
he's got no couth.
Oh, are you talking about Cyrox?
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought you meant K-Pan.
And
No.
K-Pan looks like a working man. Like,
yeah, and it's just the hardest, like, sorry, nerd. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I really hate
got
that though, dude.
friends
When
to go
you've
eat
been
with right
bodying
now.
someone for like 2 hours and they're like, you're gonna leave the setup, and they're like, dude, I just need one more, and you're like, why?
Fair enough. That's
You've
like
been
the other
getting
side
nothing
of it, right?
but the fucking
Yeah,
dong for the
this
last.
isn't gonna be the one.
Yeah,
and
it's
if
like-
it is, it's like,
Who
you know.
cares? Like, I'm literally trying to go. Like, like if I just run my 4 stocks off the edge and you win, can I leave now? Like,
But either way, that's a really it's sort of a beautiful like moment of human interaction that I think should be studied, put in a museum.
So, like, I gotta really go. Right
that's
now.
everything to K-Pan, but to Cyrox, that's just the money match that he plays before whatever he eats for lunch.
Literally went and bought lunch with that money,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
What else we got, Jet? I'm sorry,
Should have wrote this down.
we did that with the. Actually, I want to talk a little. What? Right.
Yeah.
Pit-
We've already-
hanging
The
brain.
walls hanging
Yeah.
brain.
We're done talking about brain, Jet. Come on. I know you want to hear it, but
Everything?
okay. So I want to ask you, Miles, about someone we were talking about on the way back from a Power 9.
Okay.
Is it okay to talk about him?
I
Who is
think
it?
so. We're talking about the same guy.
Yeah.
What's the same?
Not
guy?
MILF Hunter.
Not Milf. I wanted to talk about Milf Hunter.
We can talk MILF Hunter if you want.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
San Diego Milf Hunter?
No, just the MILF Hunter.
oh, you're trying to talk about Booney right now.
Booney.
Oh, so a
The
friend.
god.
Yeah, the legend.
Booney?
So-
Booney is the reason I want to move to Australia because I feel like I belong there.
So I have a friend. Well, I have a friend of a friend, really, and he's just like, he's the kind of character that I feel like I haven't bumped into in America. Like he's lived several of his years in Southeast Asia. He kind of just travels with no real aim. When he comes home, he sleeps on like a single Spider-Man mattress with like Batman
A
covers.
true waste.
And he's still like he goes to the pub and he takes home some of the hottest females I've ever seen, full well knowing he's taking them to the garage
With the
on
Spider-Man.
the Spider-Man mattress, yeah. And they will legitimately call him back the next day. He's like one of the most charismatic people I've ever met. And sometimes he just pops back into he's more my best friend's friend than my friend. And sometimes we'll be out drinking or something and he'll just be there, and he just appears. And he'll be like, "Oh, I'm buying, boys. I've got $3,000." Like he just will randomly sometimes just be like, "Like, do you want to do?" Like he's just a mystery bag. He just has items with him. Some of the items are drugs. Some of the items are money. Some of the items are like phone numbers that he's trying to call to see who it is. And he just does the most absurd things. He nearly died in Africa. Going through like a war-torn country, and he tells the story. He's like, "Yeah, it was really funny, man. They had the AK pointed at my head, and I really thought that was it for me. I was like knee deep in a ditch, and the bus driver actually had a connection to one of the cartels and said, don't waste this guy, but they were really about to." He's like, "I heard gunshots in the distance and stuff. Like, yeah, it was a pretty rough spot."
And his name is Booney.
His name is Boonslang. That's his nickname.
So Boon slang.
But his birth certificate is Booney.
His real name is Alexander.
And you told me that he had a certain thought going through his mind when he had the AK pointed at his head.
I don't remember.
That he was that the only thing he could think about was all the Sheilas that he rinsed.
Oh yeah. He has a saying. Yeah, one of his sayings is Rinsing birds is like rinsing dishes. You can't get the dirty ones done quick enough.
Jesus Christ.
So,
this man
that paints you a picture of the kind of
This
guy
man is
guy
just this traveling legend who fucks on a Spider-Man mattress, who shows up here and there.
He once had a girl sitting on his lap, and he wet himself for a joke at the bar.
to make her go, ah, right?
Yeah, just for a laugh.
That's a chill bit.
It was I
Fucking
think that's a
chill bit.
I think that bit is a little more than chill. I think that's a fire bit.
That's a fire bit for sure.
I don't know how to feel about that bit.
That's the kind of bits this guy's sticking out there. Is some pretty edgy, questionable,
I don't even know
volatile
if that's
kind of
like
things. You know?
edgy.
Kind of man.
No, that's
It's
kinda
not edgy to piss yourself.
That's like assault, I guess.
Is it?
Is it?
don't
Is that
know.
what we're calling assault these days? Sitting on someone's lap while they're pissing themselves?
Well, no.
If you
He's
piss,
assaulting himself,
if
really.
you piss your pants and a person is touching you, is that assault?
But Booney is so cool.
Law experts in the chat.
Literally, he can do the Billy Madison where he's like, "It's cool to piss your pants."
right.
You know, he's that guy. He's got
And
so
he can
much
make it
charisma,
work.
Yeah. There was one night where we were leaving a party, and this girl comes up to him. She's like, "Name one reason why I should go home with you tonight," because they've been flirting a bit that night. And he was just like, "You have nowhere else to go. You are." He's like, just like rattled off this series of like really brutal, probably mostly truth to this girl who's like a neighborhood degenerate.
You mean he didn't say I can piss myself?
No, he just like
Right
I pissed
on your
myself
lap.
earlier. What do you want from me?
he just like rattled off this thing, and he's just like, you know that when I walk out that door, you're gonna follow me half-heartedly 5 minutes later, and that's like exactly what happened.
Wow.
To the Spider-Man bed, dude.
Yeah, dude.
See,
That's fucked up.
some people in this world are just born boon slang.
Yeah, I don't think you can become that. I
You're-
don't know if you can.
It's in your
Yeah,
code.
you have
Right.
to.
He's been doing wild shit for a laugh for a long time though.
What's some other wild shit he's done for a laugh? Or just like in Australia, you guys tend to pee a lot.
Yeah. On each other.
I think these stories are just all cropping up. I think this is what do they call it, like? This is like false positives, you know?
Confirmation bias.
Yeah, exactly. Confirmation bias.
Every time an Australian pees, we hear about it.
Yeah. Well, there's no wall, so you
Yeah.
know about it.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
You,
is,
you don't
has
hear
a-
about the times the Australians don't pee on each other. There's
Yeah.
plenty.
There's a lot.
You guys
But
are
yeah,
painting
this-
a negative image of
Yeah.
us.
Actually, when he was explaining this person, I was like, "This is like my stereotypical Australian."
This
accent.
guy almost feels not real with some of the things
feels
that he does.
Is he a
Very real.
bogan?
No, he's not. He has too much. A bogan is like a redneck, you know.
Okay.
Like
Do they own like
he has,
vehicles?
he has too much. He has too much swagger to be like. He has too much charm to be a bogan.
Okay, bogans are just crude.
Yeah, like
Okay.
very simple people. Yeah.
Okay.
Booney is the kind of guy who'll like ask you to drink wine in the park at 3 p.m. with him when he's back in town. But like, he's not. It's not as simple as it sounds, you know.
Right. There's a
There's a cartel involved, and like,
He's
man,
definitely
look, man,
like,
I need you to carry this across the border.
off anybody else. Some of the stories he's told me would just be, you know when you meet someone and they're just obviously telling you complete lies.
yeah.
about
And you're like,
things they've
come
done.
on.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dude, like you don't need to lie to kick it, you know. The things I've seen this man do, like, just completely validate all of his stories. Like the things he's done in the brief time I've spent with him, just like make everything make sense.
Be a boonie, right? Like in your life. That's what I'm saying.
You have very little to lose. Booney's not calling his dad asking him to watch a Smash 4 match.
Fuck no, he's not.
Booney's saying Bayonet's pretty fucking lame, huh? Well, Booney is kind of like Mango, you know, like he just does what he wants to do, does it his way, and if that's not enough to get him across the line, he's just gonna laugh at you and call you lame anyway.
Yeah, and it's charming because people respect that sort of confidence in yourself.
Yeah, for real. He doesn't need anyone else to tell him that peeing your pants is cool.
Speaking of pissing, the new building downtown LA, it's called the Wilshire Grand. It's the tallest building in LA now. And I was at work, and some of the boys we were eating lunch, and they were talking about this new building. And apparently, like the hot buzz is there's a bar open on the 70th floor, and it's the only place you can go in the building right now. And in the bathroom is actually the urinal is just a window. It's literally just a window, and you just piss right on it.
It's like
That's
a
really
mega
cool.
trough.
70 floors above Los Angeles. So I got on my Snapchat, and after work, I chronicled my journey, my pilgrimage up to this window, and it was the most freeing piss I've ever had in my life.
There was no wall, was there?
There kind of is. It's like the window and then a block of tile and then another window.
I think that's different.
They have to personalize that experience in America.
Yeah, for real.
no.
You can't even high five your homeboy while you're both enjoying that together.
It'd be a stretch high five, yeah. I walked in there, and there was some dude, the only other dude in the bathroom. He was like taking a picture of the piss wall, and I came in, and he got embarrassed because he saw someone come in and put his phone away real quick. I'm like, dude, I came for the same thing. And it was amazing. Everyone, there should be. I'm just saying.
I think they kept
Hell
it
yeah.
personal because it's like supposed to be a special moment, like when you
Which you
first
share with
started.
your homeboys.
Well, you could get in the same urinal, dude. No one's keeping you from pissing in the same urinal.
Yeah, but I mean...
You used to do it when you were a kid. Everyone does it. Everyone's done it.
Yeah, but
Everyone's
it
sword
just-
fought.
Yeah.
It just feels like a frozen dinner, you know? It's like good for one. How lame is that? Like, oh, let's not enjoy this together. Let's, like everything else in our lives, be in a little
You
bubble.
could get super close and piss on a waterfall wall 70 feet above LA, 70 stories above
Listen,
LA.
dude, if I can't hold hands with my homie while we're pissing...
I'm saying you can. And I'm saying people can walk by and like kind of do a double take and like,
yeah, but if you're playing around the wall, that's why. That's weird.
It's like you're acknowledging the system trying to control you in the first place.
Right.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
agree.
I feel you, man.
die together.
We just got to have a nice long piss all together after this. Jet,
Upstairs
you
toilet
too.
after
Is
this.
pissing the new nutting?
Hey, if it fit, I didn't see anybody nut on. I wonder if someone's nut on that urinal yet. It's got to be one per. It's downtown LA.
Someone's done it and they've taken a picture of it.
Fuck yeah! Find me Instagram Toontown_source. All right. Anyway,
That's about it,
I think
right?
we ran out of topics, but yeah, it got pretty real up in this bitch. You don't have any more Booney stories? You told me like shitload of Booney stories.
You can
It kind
recite
of fell
them. I mean,
flat.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
okay,
That
I'm just-
bit was chill.
That was that was a chill.
I'm just
bit.
saying.
Yeah.
On the way home, we talk about the
Late-
most lit things from
late
Power
at
9.
night. Late at night when I'm tired after a tournament, I go into this mode where I just remember the funniest things that have happened to me.
Yeah.
I think there could be a bit about MILF Hunter somewhere to be seen for this podcast.
I mean, Milf Hunter is just someone we're all familiar with. That's all I'm talking about.
Well, I know a San Diego MILF hunter.
Do you know the Milf Hunter? Curly hair.
This
You know what I'm talking about, right?
This is not
you
a
know
show
exactly
bit.
what I'm talking about.
This
Tell
is
me you
not
know
a
what I'm
show
talking
bit.
about.
That
You know what I'm
laugh,
talking about,
shut
Jet?
up,
Oh
dude.
my
Milf
god.
Hunter?
How old?
We're
He
not
has a
talking-
curly hair.
How old are you?
Huge
How
dick.
old are you, dude?
I'm 24.
So he knows. He's the
fucking
right
knows.
age.
He was on that LimeWire shit. He is a little
Yeah.
younger.
Is Maroof MILF hunter?
He could
Maroof
be.
could not be further.
No. Maroof is fucking Milf Hunter, dude.
Oh, dude, no.
Maroof
Don't-
is
So this
Closet
is a
MILF
guy
hunter.
that the San Diego MILF hunter has probably named himself after.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
this guy, he has lore. He has terabytes. He knows exactly.
Terabytes of lore.
Listen,
Milf Hunter, if you just,
I hope he's posted up with a MILF right now somewhere.
he's probably got in a cave. He's got a direct line to a whole village of milfs that he's just sitting on. You know what I'm saying? That men like that don't just disappear.
It's true.
Right.
He didn't get to where he was by accident.
No. How do you market that?
What?
How do you even make money? I guess I don't know how. The
Where
porn
there's a
industry
will,
makes
there's a
money.
way, my man.
He was like,
And
he's
he was-
not that good looking of a guy.
A lot of them aren't.
And he's just like, today, this is what we'll do. Lenny, get the camera.
Dude, that's called entrepreneurship, and I feel like that's died partly in this country.
You think?
Yeah.
You think the MILF Hunter of
I
the
think
days of
early
LimeWire
2000s,
is
yeah.
gone?
I think the birth of the internet spawned a lot of people to grab cameras, get Lenny, and like head to the local bar. You know?
Yeah, right. It was actually pretty fucked up. But bum fights. It's
Yeah.
kind of same
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
That-
I
feel
I don't
like
condone
World
bum
Star-
fights.
Mm.
That shit was
you
fucked
definitely
up.
watched that
It's
shit,
not
man.
a chill bit.
Not a
Bum
chill
fights
bit.
are not a chill bit. Okay. That's MILF Hunter chill bit.
That's
Bum fights.
in Australia. We
Bum
have
fights, I draw the line.
we have something called like if something's red hot, it means it's like feds watching. Like talking about bum hunter videos is red. That's red hot.
That's red hot. Yeah.
like or like smoking weed around cops. That's red hot.
That's red hot. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Feds
are
are
watching.
watching you, dude.
I'm making eye contact
like
with feds.
openly saying that you've watched and enjoyed bum hunter videos. Very red hot.
That's yeah. Oh man, I knew this guy. I knew this guy. He would download those videos and just like make up. Like he'd be like, "Hey guys, check this out," and he was one of those guys. You're like, he killed a cat in his
Yeah.
neighborhood. You know,
That
and
guy
you're
in high school who was like actually sick. Like the boys would do stuff for a laugh, and he would take it that next level.
yeah, and you're like, "Oh, come on, dude."
Yeah.
Yeah, he was weird.
He would burn the bit.
Yeah, you burn the bit.
Yeah.
Just bury it.
You never do that.
Mm-mm. See,
When you
Diya
start-
knows. Diya's a student of comedy like
Sure.
myself.
Yes.
Rule
and.
number 1: you never burn the bit.
He thinks all comedy boils down to yes and. What a dick.
I'm not wrong. I'm literally not wrong. It's like that's where it starts and then it comes full circle.
You think there's some sort of formula to being
That's why I don't want to
Yeah.
answer him when he says.
I know, right? It's like, come on, dude. This is why your bits are chill.
My bits are chill.
He's
We're going back to
manufacturing
my
chill
bits are
bits.
chill. I don't manufacture chill bits, okay? They're all natural chill bits.
Oh, natural.
Organic chill bits.
They're on a factory line.
Stop. Anyways.
Anyways, you know what? We'll save MILF Hunter for another episode.
Please.
Do we have
For real, though.
anyone in the chat? Oh yeah, that picture of you and the holding the knife to
Oh.
your neck.
Look, I've been a stand-up for a long time. No, I mean, it's just classic kid humor, right?
He's just
You
he's just
got
playing into the room.
You got a knife. You pretend to kill yourself in front of your family with the photo camera. You play it up a bit.
Hide the pain.
This was on. This
That's
was
a pretty hot bit,
This was
actually.
2 years ago, so it's killer. It was killer.
You still own that dress? Come on, I don't know what he's wearing.
Whoa.
It's a very traditional. Come on, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
This one is a Vietnamese like New Year's outfit. Like we used to get. We used
so
to,
as you were turning up, and you're just like, "Hey, fam!" Right?
I was
Like,
making money in that. I was getting the red envelopes and trying to
what's
kill
up,
myself.
dude.
That's
That's a Vietnamese tradition.
yeah.
We're learning about culture here on
Yeah.
the Bad Melee podcast.
He was so anti-capitalism. He was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Every moment I live is agony.
This one's for Saigon. So do you have like I don't know? How long you been in stand up?
Been stand up for about 2 years now.
How is it?
It's dope. It's
dope as fuck?
starting to hit the point where getting shows relatively consistently.
That's so cool.
So and shows are a blast.
You've achieved more than everyone in this room combined
Not true.
in
Correct.
melee and real life.
Right. I was thinking about difference between melee and stand up, and see if you guys agree with me. One of the reasons I don't play melee as much is I feel like the better you get, the more like all your character kind of plays the same. Because like when you're a noob, you got style, dude.
Yeah.
Because your
Yeah.
style is just things you
Yeah.
can't do. It's like that
Like-
guy's rolling from ledge. He doesn't know how to. That's his style. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what is good, so you do anything.
Right. So all your style, just stuff you did when you were a noob that you haven't got rid of, right? But you just have the European flaws. They all look kind of the same, right?
So you're saying it sucks to boil
So I'm
it
saying
down.
melee all kind of converges. But I think stand up, when you're a noob, you sound like this. You sound the same as everyone else. But when you
Okay.
get good at stand up, you get your own voice and it diverges.
So it's the opposite.
see.
So
See, Squid has actually said the opposite. That when you're starting out, no one really has a style. That's what he said, and I remember that. I'm saying like, "Fuck you, Squid. I have a style, right?"
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think everyone wants a style.
A
I
lot
don't
of
think
it's just
everyone
straight up
has a
bad.
style.
Yeah, it's just
So,
bad. Like when
yeah.
I just moonwalk to fucking piss off Dawson. That's not
Right.
That's not good.
It's working. I mean, so
The benefits that it reaps in Tilt are pretty evident.
Hell yeah, brother.
What do you guys
That's
think
matchup.
about like Smash Twitter comedy? Because
I think it's kinda shitty.
we
I think
kind of
Existential Wizrobe is a god there. Whoever's
I
running
think
that
that's
account.
good. I think Crush
Right.
is like 90% pretty good.
Yeah.
I think
He's
He's
pretty
the guy.
smart.
He's like the comic who discovered Joe Strutcher and is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
popping
yeah. And
off
he's just,
about it.
Yeah, exactly.
but I think Crush is getting kind of played out because it's becoming too just like
it's,
Right.
it's too branded now.
yeah,
Right.
it's like someone made that tweet about like how to tweet like Crush, and there was like a little bit of truth to that.
Right,
It was
right.
really
Yeah.
funny though.
It was really fun. Like Crush is funny, but it's like, and now everyone's starting to tweet like that.
Everyone's doing the stupid pun on
Yeah.
like Zanny and
Yeah.
Xanax. It's like we get
Right,
it, dude.
right.
Yeah.
You hate your
You're
parents.
all barred out, dude. You're white.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was like, all right.
No, but that in itself
is
is
clever.
funny.
I give
That's
him
funny
that.
in itself, like the how to tweet like Crush thing, where it's like look in the mirror and remind yourself why you're better than everyone. Open
Yeah.
up Twitter and tell them why.
yeah, that's
It's
good.
like that New England thing, especially about just like being an unabashed like douche, is great. Like that's gold.
Right. No, I'm on board, but I think
Right.
Twitter as a platform is like it's hard to be genuinely funny because it's just like it's so Twitter is a platform that's meant to talk to audiences.
Right.
Facebook is meant to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes audience is hybrid, but Twitter means I am shouting at you. I'm talking at you. And there's a certain sort of selfishness in that when it implies that I deserve to be heard. Look at my funny jokes.
Yeah.
And when you mix Smash with that, like 90% of the time it's fucking cringe.
But a lot
type
of the
shit.
time as well, like what's going to get you the biggest audience response maybe won't be the funniest thing you can come up with. It's going to be like, oh, I hit the ledge dash game 5, but I'm scared to ask the cute girl out in class, right? We've all been there. It's relatable. We're all fucking
Hey,
huge
boys.
nerds who can press Y and then down on the C stick and trigger on the control stick and then trigger.
Right,
but we
right.
can't ask the cute girl out. How about that, boys?
So
everybody can relate.
there-
Give me
yeah.
the way.
I mean,
Right.
relatability
But like, if
is
you
the
post
bedrock
something,
of comedy
if you
itself.
post something that's
Right.
like actually really fire,
Like
you're
the
gonna
meme
get,
you
like-
did. The firest tweet I ever had was actually a meme
he bites my memes.
I didn't steal.
Wait.
We talked about it at In and Out. We literally
No.
workshopped the meme. He figured it out, and I said, "Can I use that?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure."
Is it your pin tweet?
No.
Oh.
That's just
What's the
That
tweet?
one's good, dude.
It's-
the pin tweet.
don't worry about it.
What's the meme? What's
The meme tweet is the brain meme back when that was hot,
Gotcha.
and
was
it's like
popping at the time.
winning a tournament set, winning a money match, winning a net play set, or bragging about a net play set, and that's like the big brain.
Yeah.
That's all. Simple.
But like
Right, right,
everybody everyone sees that and clicks like.
Right.
Like that's good. That's a tweet that's going to get like 50, 60. Like if you post something that's like really witty, people are they've scrolled past.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
no, I am not a fan of Smash Twitter comedy. I'm not a fan of big Twitter comedy in general.
Right. Right.
I think, Diya, you're actually pretty funny, which is hard to do, especially on Twitter, without being trite.
Right.
What I'm more into, and this may be just me, but like drill. Like drill is like
Yeah,
the
absurdist.
highest-
The apex
Yeah.
of like
because
Twitter.
it's subverting the medium itself. It's
Oh, yeah.
saying this is all bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, and here's oh god, his tweets are I could
You should look at Pixelated Boat. He kind of has the same kind of
Who?
absurdist Pixelated Boat on Twitter.
pixelated. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I've seen that retweeted. Might give it a follow.
He is
Horse ebooks. That's not even
Horse
trying, right? That's just so Twitter as a platform has this sort of weird rhythm
Right.
to it, and but generally, Smash Twitter is garbage. As fuck.
Yeah.
I was talking to you about it like yesterday.
People
How I
get around some pretty
fucking-
baseline jokes on
I
Smash
hate
Twitter.
Smash memes. Smash memes, just like
It's
Smash, like
it's usually
humor
like you
is
can,
like it's pretty lowbrow.
you can cook it up really easily. It's
Yeah.
like social awkwardness, something about the game, something about a recent event. There you go.
Yeah.
You got 80 likes. You did it.
And it's like, yeah, I don't.
That's
I don't feel it.
I like made a promise to myself to almost like never tweet about Smash ever.
Yeah. And you see people trying to tweet about Smash like over and over, and it's like it's not taking off.
Just
It's
stop,
like-
dude. I have more respect if you're taking off while you're not. tweeting about
That's what
Smash.
I've always thought was, I think, unique at least about the Bad Melee site is that at least like it's more like form pieces.
Right,
Like, it's like it's not just clickbait, like haha, laugh and move on. It's like let's work on something that'll stay with you.
Hell yeah.
And that's why we haven't put out an article like since February because
You guys have been working. You guys have been forming.
I'm like
long
a paragraph
pieces.
into the Luigi one, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be good. And then it just stays a
Just goes
paragraph for a
over the
whole
shoulder.
week. Yeah.
Into a wastebasket of
I'm-
killed bits.
I want to say that I'm busy, but really, I hate everything I write, and it can't come out the way I want it. So soon, boys. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I like that comment that you posted about like high school loser way too happy about not changing profile pictures. I was like that hit a chord with me of like you know
That's what he hits.
you know that like it's that little hit that you get. It's like when the Smash meme is like poorly constructed where you're like, oh, I've been in this situation. That's the crude version.
Right.
Diya's was like that feeling of like I know this person. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
But it hit that spot where it was like unique.
Yeah,
It
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
like missed ledge dash, but you hit the fucking up smash.
there was one. I think one of his most fire tweets was it's for just like praising Diya. You are ranked.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
23.
But there's a tweet.
that's Jordan's number.
It's
dude.
like on some levels.
That's hot actually.
He's like, on some levels, I can identify with this back like a year ago with Mike Pence because I too have been roasted by some fucking theater kids, and that was so good.
That's
Also,
nice.
the cargo shorts one.
Hell yeah.
Look, just follow Diya on Twitter is all I'm saying. But yeah, this is what happens when someone who cares about comedy and joke structure
Right.
enters the game. I feel like I also care, but I'm just like fuck Twitter.
Right. There's a point where I was writing like a lot of Smash jokes, but not posting them just because
Because it's fucked up. It's
you don't want to
stupid.
deal with the fucking Smash Bros. Twitter.
No,
You don't want to be in that world.
Dude.
And getting retweets.
it's not chill.
it's not a chill bit. Dude.
It's not a chill bit.
Smash Twitter, not a chill bit.
Your bits
played
are
out.
chill. Your bits are fire.
My Twitter bits are
Oh.
actually
Your first
fire.
tweet
My first tweet is
Yeah,
true.
the
Thanks for watching the follow-up.
Yeah, we like tag team that.
That was
bit.
good
That was a tag team bit.
which bit was this?
The Voss
The
water
Voss and the
top
ramen.
with I fucking
Spooky Black playing?
No, it
I don't
wasn't
know.
Spooky
holy
Black.
moly.
I love Spooky Black. by
Me
the way.
too.
Get at
Dude,
me. That's the third reason I do the podcast.
It was Young Thug.
So that's Spooky
Young
Black?
Thug
Meet
was
Spooky
playing.
Black.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, we're talking about
That's a good
fucking
bit.
tweets.
Dude, I feel like Spooky Black, on a side note, is like 2 songs away from being a big hitter.
he's the next Young Lean.
Yeah, or like
That's not his-
little
that's not his
Uzi.
name
He could be
anymore.
like Little Uzi, Tia, you know, that kind
Okay.
of thing. Well, yeah, Young Lean maybe.
I believe.
I hope that a few more bangers, and I think he's gonna hit the main.
Well, he changed his name because
What
his
is it?
name was not Chill.
I mean,
That's
bad.
you're
I don't know what
reading
it
into
is. No, he said I think that's why he changed
Because it wasn't chill.
It wasn't like but I don't know what his name is now, but he's dope.
Shouts out to X Spooky Black.
Yeah,
Anybody in the chat booling out, asking stuff?
yeah. Some good meme questions.
Some good mean questions. Why is active the greatest thing that happens to Socal?
Dude, I want to have him on, but he will say the N-word, and I just am
Yeah.
not cool with that. Like, that's all.
That's
If I could just make it so he wouldn't do that, but I know he wouldn't. Like, I know he would just let it fly.
and it wouldn't be like
Even if he
a
didn't say
malicious
that.
thing. It would just be like
It'd
an
be like
accident.
him
And
saying it,
yeah.
and it's like, it's still not cool, but it's not like he...
I catalog almost every active post, and I show my non-Smash friends. And they don't actually believe that it's a real person. They think it's someone.
I think
who,
it's
If
Yeah.
anyone has any doubt, he is just like that.
he
Like,
was at my first time I ever showed up to something back in
No
when I was a
shit.
child.
how
And,
was that?
And he took me aside. And he started talking about my Marth, talking about his Samus,
Of course.
talking about a bit about his life.
He's going to so many tournaments lately.
Dude,
That's sick though.
He's showing up.
that
He's
is
been
like
playing for a
shit.
while.
that he's back.
he
before me.
sometimes shows up here and just plays friendlies with us.
Yeah.
Like almost randomly.
He'll
Him and Skylar.
randomly scream at the TV, "Come on, girl!" and you're just like, "Yeah, come on, girl." He can play Samus. So
He's
it's
kind of like
talking
a
to her.
Pokemon though. Like when you're beating him, he's like, "Come on, girl!" Like when he's down,
Yeah.
and when he gets the stock, he's like, "Come on, girl!" And then there's the
It's
sad one
fire.
where he's like, "Come on, girl!" when you just like absolutely destroyed him.
Rob is the fucking life of the party.
He's a Pokemon that sometimes says the N-word.
Yeah, I mean it's not all he says, unfortunately.
It's like Meowth,
Like-
I guess.
Yeah.
He has the only one who's able to. Yeah, no. If there is any doubts, Rob's lit.
It's also good to see like, his posts are kind of funny. So it's
Yeah.
like good to see like shout out posts and like funny things
Right.
on like SoCal Melee.
It's good to
just-
see activity that
Exactly.
you know,
It is
like,
tournament
come to my
on Wednesday or
tournament,
yeah.
whatever. So
Right.
Come to DMT.
It just feels really soulless when that is just all there's on there.
Yeah. When I first started, like the SoCal Melee page had a lot of discussion and like all the top players would like talk a lot in it.
yeah, you had Stab like roasting people.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fire.
Back in the days of
Daniel.
Yeah, like Mania would comment a lot and get a bunch of likes saying dumb stuff. But yeah, and it's different now. Now it's Daniel Montoya.
It's just running the game, dude.
Daniel Montoya hustling.
As we speak,
Kevin
he's
Carlos hustling.
making bands right now.
He's
As
Yeah.
we speak, he's PMing people about whether they're attending next week.
While the tournament is still going on.
Yeah. For real.
as long as there's less active posts than Training Mode Tuesday posts, then it's good.
Yeah.
There should be an equal number of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was praying he wouldn't get banned. Actually, when there was a period where he was posting like nearly one a day, and I was just sitting
it
in my
was,
computer.
became
like,
his like blog.
I was like,
Dude,
how
it
far
is
are the
his blog.
mods gonna let this
SoCal
take
Melee
it?
is Active's blog.
Yeah. Well, he
That's
posted one in
fire.
San Diego.
Yeah,
You
he
see
did.
what? Because Skylar owed him breakfast, and he was like talking like, "Yeah, Skylar, pay me up for some breakfast. Bread emoji, running emoji." You know,
I love the
blowing smoke
yeah, the
emoji.
smoke emoji, running emoji, bread emoji.
And then all of Claremont instantly lights it, so people in San Diego are like, "What's going on? Do I know what words are?" Just people don't know who he is.
you know what
Yeah,
I hated
yeah.
was when someone, because he got around. Like I'm in the Vegas Melee group, and someone posted a Rob post. And they were like, look what this cretin is actually saying. And everyone's like, huh, is this even English? Huh, well, can people even really talk? It's like, you guys are so fucking enlightened.
A whole
like,
lot of upperclassmen, huh?
whole lot of, my lord isn't, fucking using proper grammar. It's like, Dude, you're not that much better than... Honestly,
They're like-
you're like this far away from that guy.
They're like,
Yeah.
on the weekends, I like to get laser camped by SK92 and gamble a little. He still beats me after all these years.
It's like, yeah, Rob is a treasure and should always be valued as
Yeah.
one.
I need more bread emoji, running emoji, smoke emojis on Socal Melee.
What's up? What's up, chat?
What's up?
What's up, Chroma?
The real Chroma 09.
Fast Boy asked, why did you bet against Yetis?
Why did I bet against Yeti? Because Yeti used to get really tilted against Sheik, but I didn't know he would just show up to his first tournament in months at an Arcadian and just win the whole goddamn thing.
He's a farmer.
He's farmersonly.com.
farmer.
That's where you find his profile.
I didn't even hear about that tournament until the day it was being played. I was about to get by the time I was ready to get in the car and go, it was already...
It's already underway.
happening.
By the way,
Nobody
fuck those
knew.
commentators. Fuck their rape jokes.
Hey, whoa.
Yeah.
They
Wait,
were making...
who was this?
whoa.
The commentators at that fucking tournament.
Which tournament was it?
That's the gyms that we need to send Shiz Wiz to.
just
We're like, Shiz,
these
listen,
are the guys.
we've got-
They do not like your mixtape. He's like, oh,
for real? It's like, we got these guys on retainer. If you lose a set, they're just like, if you're going to stab someone, we got these guys in the back room. The warm-up room consists of like 8 CRTs for you to warm up and these 2 gyms that come to stab.
That's a great
We-
VIP
we-
room.
This
They're
is how
just
we-
chained up. They're like,
This is how we redeem them.
and they got the stream right there, and it's like, you better hope he wins, boys.
What if we
Think
just
rape jokes are
pay
funny now?
Shiz to like do that as like our hired hitman
yeah, he could
to
be.
just like stab?
He
the
could be
could
like the
use
Dark
him.
Knight of
Yeah,
the community.
exactly,
He could be
dude.
like the hero that we don't deserve, but that we need to clean
Yeah.
up bad commentary.
Yeah, that'd be great. And he's just stabbing gyms.
Yeah, they just get straight off the mic and he follows him into the car park. He takes out his anger so he can keep playing well, and we don't really mind. It's like a win-win.
Yeah, we get a nice, empty commentary vibe. I'm just kidding. Those guys shouldn't be stabbed. But that commentary was horrible. Like, work on it yourself or, like, study or something because holy shit.
Get some
Yeah.
chill bits. How about that?
And I'm not a commentary god, but, like, I just, it gets to you, right?
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing to criticize.
I feel like
on
saying
YouTube.
anything negative on the microphone when you're commentating ever is just not a good move.
Negative how?
Like,
You
Don't-
do
don't-
have to be positive,
Yeah,
right?
like-
Even
Yeah.
if you're fucking around.
I try not to post anything on my social media that's negative, for example, because it's just a losing game.
Right.
Like, there's no reason to do that.
You're putting that out there in the
But
world.
like, there's
it's like
no
bullshit.
I don't want to show people any like, why? If I'm feeling negative about the game that I'm watching, or about the players, or about anything that's going on, like, why do 50 or 60 or 100 or however many people are going to see it need to hear that?
Yeah, why
They
spread
don't.
that?
They don't need to hear
It's
that.
like when SFAT wins like a Power 9 and I'm on the mic or something and I'm like, fuck SFAT, fuck NorCal. Like, obviously, it's like,
yeah, that's kind of fun.
we're
Yeah.
having fun, lads.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't just...
But there's people who misinterpret that.
And that's their fault. I don't...
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for the...
That's a kind of, that's not the most chill bit, but it's all right.
It's a bit.
It's
bit.
definitely
It's
a bit. But the thing is,
You
like,
don't harp on it either. You don't stay
the
on
problem
it. You
is
gotta
when
move
like
on.
Yeah.
somebody's
You don't
like
bring it up.
It's a
3
quick
stocks
bit.
won, game 2, and it's like, oh, this is over. This guy's done. Like, this game's probably over. Like, what's that adding?
Right,
That's
right.
pointless.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like, talk about what he needs to come away with, or be like, maybe he could have done better here, or say anything other than like pointing out that one man has 3 stocks and one man has 1.
Stay paused,
Yeah.
lads.
I mean, when we were commentating and Holka was missing every single fucking edge guard,
Oh, yeah. That was a
like,
fun time.
I was like, his tech chasing is really good.
Yeah, I mean, and commentary is like not easy, but like if you want to
There's
do
a fine
it,
line
you
to
might
be
as well.
constructive as well, right?
Yeah.
It's about having fun. If you're not fun to be around in a room, you probably shouldn't be on a mic. Honestly.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I don't
Also,
know.
like, the biggest problem with commentary is the people who are often doing it are the people who are like newest and out first in the tournament. So it's like they're not well adjusted and they're very willing to like hit the meme per se.
right, because like
Yeah.
To like
Tafo said
try
it
to get a laugh.
said it well. It's like it's a supplement to both game knowledge and charm,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
and that's not a good. It's like you're not eating food. You're just eating like multivitamins all day. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna die.
Yeah.
like
You're gonna have a high vitamin C, but it's not gonna carry you through.
yeah, you're not getting the calories. Like
Yeah.
so.
There's no meme.
It also
potatoes there.
doesn't like build you as a commentator either. If you're just like reciting Smash memes over and over, you're not like getting better at commentary.
It's like
You're
beating
just,
all of your mid-level friends at Melee by using the same gimmicks that you
Yeah.
And and not moonwalking on them.
Yeah. Don't
What's
don't
up?
moonwalk on me anymore.
No promises.
Yeah.
What's up, Chroma?
Chroma, how,
Chroma is our
assuming
only
Chroma.
duo right now.
Chroma, how much will it take to get you to fly out here? I'm paying for your plane ticket. You're on next.
From SD.
No, I think he's like East Coast.
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
East
He's
Coast
East Coast
right
right
Oh,
now.
really?
I'll fly him out.
He's gone.
Zia asked what you guys think of all the Socal tournaments.
Zio?
I
What's up, Zio?
have some strong opinions.
I feel like they're
Really?
worse
Yeah.
now that I don't see Zio as much.
Yeah.
I missed
Hey
that
Zio,
lad.
come out. Stop signing up and then texting me that you're not going to show up.
What do you think
Breaks my
about
heart.
SoCal tournaments? I mean, from a shitter's perspective, they're hard still,
Yeah.
and it's still a chance to hang out with your lads, I guess. Nothing to me is different, honestly.
It's but there's a point within the last year, where SoCal really had like no good tournaments.
I still
Like,
don't
no
think
tournaments
SoCal
worth
has
going.
good tournaments.
What
I mean, Power
constitutes a
9,
good
Power 9 is
tournament, though?
great. Isn't I heard Training Mode Tuesday is good now.
It's really good.
Yeah, there literally are good tournaments.
Yeah,
I don't.
SSS
But
is
no,
great.
but
Those are
like,
weekly, right?
it's like those are two.
I feel like the
Three.
meme.
Daniel Montoya is a good tournament.
Is it
It's
actually a good
actually pretty
tournament?
fun.
If
Okay.
it runs fast, it's a good tournament.
Okay, but I think
You're
like,
giving him ringworm. He's been coughing all night.
he has,
He's
I-
getting into his lungs. He's inhaling
That's
those
terrifying.
spores.
They've
you know?
been rubbing legs the entire podcast. No, I think there's still a lot of really bad tournaments, and I think even the good tournaments could be way better.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, but I think compared to other regions, like NorCal, just has no tournament.
yeah,
they don't have
but
tournaments.
you
That's
can't,
what I
like-
hear, yeah. It's like hard to
You
grind
can't
out
compare
there.
because I feel like we're like SoCal's so oversaturated with like a ton of shit, but we just like people still just support tournaments just because it's like we have to be supporting.
Right.
Because
But that's how an economy works, right? It's like you give your money up for something
No.
you're prepared to pay for.
But
This
also,
isn't-
like,
this isn't
Capitalism.
commies.
to run a tournament, there's
It's
no
in Saigon.
good incentive to run a tournament. Like, all TOs are like doing a lot. Most TOs, I think, like the only on church they usually make money, but like every other tournament,
Daniel Montoya's about to cash
Nah,
a check.
they don't make money. Like
Yeah,
just
like-
Power 9 TOs, do they? You guys take some of
What
it.
sort of bread do you get catch?
cut the stream. No, I think TOs like you could do it in a way that's lucrative and not harmful to the community, where you don't have to like really like kind of shaft people who enter. Like I think there's a good, right, moral way to TO and make money from
I
it.
agree.
But no one's doing it because they either choose one or the other. Where it's
I-
like you're completely moral and like you just like take the hit yourself and you're just poor for the
I
rest of
hate
your life.
that, dude.
Or you're fucking Kevin Carlos and you're a money hungry scumbag.
Whoa.
I fucking
Oh, juicy.
I fucking hate Kevin. No one is, it's not a surprise to anyone.
Oh!
But for real, though,
He just
like,
went there.
I don't care, dude.
Holy
Fuck.
moly.
I really don't like when communities, like the Oz community for a while was really rallying against. I ran a few big tournaments when I was new to the scene, and they got pretty big. And there was like one of them got a lot bigger than I thought it would. And in the end, the expenses like internet and venue and stuff ended up coming out less. And this was like a national for the time. We had like 100 and something people, which was huge for our country at the time. That scene's gotten a lot bigger now. And I probably ended up making like $200-300. And in the threads, I was like, I will profit off this if this many people end up showing up.
Yeah.
And I've done like 60 hours at least work leading up to this for it to be a 2-day, 3-day event.
Well, yeah.
And, and like,
Yeah.
I was just not willing at all. I was like, all of these comments were like, where's this money going, this and that. I'm like, you're paying $15 venue for 2 days of a national.
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Like, it's $15 AU. And like, if I go to a venue and I give someone my $5, I'm not entitled to ask where that's going. What I can do is not go to that event. I really
I
don't.
mean,
I feel
that
like
is your choice to pay. Right?
Yes,
I
it
think
is.
transparency is important.
why? Like, if I'm enjoying the event,
He's an American in his heart. Listen to this shit.
no, but like it's stupid. Like this isn't like why do I deserve to walk into a place like Power 9 and be like, show me where each dollar of this
Show me your
$5 is
balance sheet.
taken? Like that is just so stupid.
I like, but
Like-
for me, like, I'd be down to do that. But I know some TOs aren't.
and
down
I
to
understand
do
that that's like considered honorable within the Smash community, but it's like you don't go into someone's office and be like, show me your expenses and how much you make before I do business with you.
Look, it's a poor man's sport, right?
I
And
get that, but
No,
like it's
okay,
$5 fucking bucks, and I'm
no,
not gonna
no.
go if I don't like it.
That's true.
I don't like everyone. I think this is like the biggest and worst thing about like the melee community, especially in SoCal, is like we have the best people. We have probably the most people, like the highest concentrations of people to play Smash. Like our tournaments are getting like 60, 70 entrants for like weeklies and stuff like that
It's crazy.
on like a weekday, let alone like our monthlies or whatever.
In fucking Long Beach.
Yeah, fucking in an office building in Long Beach.
Kill yourselves.
Sentinel Hill.
Signal.
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 I was wrong. I stand corrected.
But like,
I'm not
there's
from
this
here.
idea that we have to like stay poor. We have to use these shitty venues.
Yeah,
we have
why?
to like, and you don't. You straight up don't. There's like a right way to do it. But like I was saying, where there's some TOs who like want to go the other route, and it's just like you are kind of just an entrant number, and you are just like a number in their checking account or
Right.
their like book. Like, I don't think you need to go full that way for it to be lucrative, and I don't think we need to go full that way to like make tournaments better. I think
Right.
there's a way to do it where tournaments can be way better than they are now, because I don't think tournaments are good. I just think the entry count is like higher than it ever was.
So it's poor TOing is what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I
It's
mean,
pure like
I don't-
pure
You think
running
better
the tournament.
venues could be booked for
Yeah,
the $5
okay,
venue fee?
Logistics, bad
Wednesday,
logistics.
Wednesday night fights is a great example. I think Wednesday night fights is a fucking awful tournament
Yeah,
for
it's
Melee.
probably the worst
I don't
tournament
think
in
it
the
has
league.
anything to do with cards at all. I think it's just like a bad Melee tournament. I've literally been told by like
It's
Irvine
terrible.
and shit that there is literally zero reason to go to that tournament unless you're farming it, and they don't even go to
Dude,
it anymore.
Caesar straight up told me, he's like, as soon as you start beating me here, I'm never going to come again.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Because
no
it would
reason-
be me and him in grand finals every week, and he was like, as soon as you beat me here once, I am not coming back.
There was a 4 tournament like period where it was just Domby, Caesar, Jago, like for like ever.
and like not
The
the
unrankables.
thing.
Yeah, the Ertz.
The thing about that tournament as well is it was $10 venue for such a long time, and it's
Right.
like, why?
Pay
Yeah,
for
that's
parking.
rough. That's
Something
rough.
And like,
I-
if you're not making money at that tournament sucks, bro.
Exactly.
Like, if you're not coming first or second at that thing, like, there are 2 people in the room who are like relatively okay with being there, and that's me and Caesar usually.
Yeah, and it's like we don't need tournaments like that anymore. Like
What?
we need like, and it,
But
again,
we voted with our feet. I stopped going to that. Now I go to Daniel Montoya. Shout out to you, Daniel
Yeah.
Montoya.
but I think like
Shout out to your tournament, probably still running.
like
and
I think
SFAC goes there. SGJ goes there. You know, or he's there tonight.
I mean, like we need to stray away from like tournaments like that, because I feel like now there's like tournaments just popping up where it's just like house tournaments, which are fun and cool and like respectable, and
It's
it's
a
a
chill
good
bit.
start. Yeah, it's a chill bit, but we need the fire bits.
We need the fire.
but there are a
true.
lot of there's Power
I'm a comic.
9.
I know.
I even
Fire
like
bits
Power 9 outgrew its venue like very fast. I don't think that's a good venue for a
That
Smash.
withstanding though, that venue has held up through the summer. I feel most comfortable in that venue. When I first
Yeah.
arrived in America, out of all the venues I went to, that venue I always played the best because there were fans and there was outside really
And there's
close.
emo thoughty.
I haven't-
And there was my favorite. My
Yeah.
favorite boy was
Don't
right there
touch me
too.
ever.
What matters? I've never felt like the venue's important, but what's always mattered is there's chairs, enough chairs,
Oh,
and space.
I went to
Like,
one 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago, not enough chairs.
so, like,
Miserable.
that's
You need
that's
chairs.
what matters.
And Rudolph over there on 4.
One thing,
Fucker.
one thing that was a big topic and something I wrote like a long post about was $10 entry fee for SSS.
I remember
something
that.
that was really
That was rare
against-
footage.
You were like
That was rare footage
Heated.
of Diya in the.
Yes, because I was just mostly against like they saying like it attracts top players when it was obvious that top players would show up to a $5 tournament.
Right.
Um,
It's that's like a false like equivalency, I think.
And this is a problem with tournaments too, is that Smash is really expensive when you're poor and you're new.
you're not winning.
Because
Especially in LA. Gotta
and
drive.
as
Yeah.
someone who got good, tournaments are 1,000 times better. I play more matches.
You
Did I,
win
tell you,
money.
I told you I was ranged, right?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
understand this. I play more matches and I have the chance to win money. I can like
There's
and
the fangirls lining up.
being a noob in Smash sucks right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
It
paying
kind of
a
always
lot.
has though.
Yeah, and
yeah, I think it's like
And if you're in SoCal, it's like what? Ask the good players not to come so you don't get 2-0'd?
no, I mean,
No.
but yeah, it's always been
Like,
like,
there's-
Dude, I think there's also this weird like thing where it's
You have
like
to pay your dues to some
TOs
extent.
like really like they are just like trying to get top players to go, and if you run a good tournament, they're gonna come. Like,
Right.
I mean, that's what people are putting that in their titles, right? Like featuring
bad.
Army, maybe.
you kind of have to like that for like streaming and like actual,
Streaming, I understand,
it's,
yeah.
it's a different kind of thing, but like I'm not like my K's went to 1 Power 9 ever, and like I am infinitely grateful that he only went to 1 because he lives far as fuck. Like West
it's
Balls
pretty
would
far.
drive like far as fuck. Hugo, who came to like a few, like it was like crazy to me that he would come to like one of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Because you either got to come during rush hour or come super early.
exactly. Like 7 o'clock is like a rough time to start like singles, and
Yeah.
like it's just like you don't need to like increase or like entice like melee players, like top players specifically, to come
Once-
to your venue.
Once the tipping point gets hit where there's enough entrance, suddenly they'll
Yeah.
start getting in the car. And that's always going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
it's playing Kevin Carlos. Like, what's?
What?
I thought he was a nice guy.
I thought he was a nice guy too, but here we are.
I mean, if we
We're
really,
turned into the roast table.
It's not a roast. I'm not just trying to roast him. I just like the way I've always like felt about TOing and stuff is like it's like really important to me because I feel like Smash, even though like I think there's like a lot of shitty things about it, and like
Hell
we're
yeah.
talking about like how it's like maybe not like Smash will never
Treat
be
women
like
like shit.
yeah. Smash will
We-
never be a safe space.
Yeah.
ever.
Right.
Like it just never will be, and I don't expect it to be. But
That's
there's this like
kind of like the nature of like we're unregulated and it's a bunch of people who are free
exactly.
as fuck.
That's why I can't like. That's why I'm not like harping on it for not being. But I think like it's very important to not only make people feel included, but that they're allowed to be at a tournament, but that they should be there. You know, like.
Right.
And I think the way like Kevin TOs, it's very much like you're an entrant count.
I see.
You're entrant number like 64. Like
He's
you're not
also
like
TOing,
fix
like
it. You're not
SSS,
fast
and it
boy,
has
you're
to
not-
be a lot of people.
I fucking remember everybody's name.
That's true.
Yeah.
I literally like every Coliseum entrant. Like I try to remember everyone's name.
And they come like they
better
come back
remember my
because
name.
of you, Dawson.
There's on the fucking,
Yeah, it's on the
fucking banner.
That's how I did it, dude. It
Whenever
was,
someone
like,
asks like name, I'm just like, open up Socal Melee Community.
Oh, click that banner.
Click that banner.
that banner real
Just look
fast.
at 23.
23, Jordan. You know my name.
I'm hitting dunks on him. All right.
And like he's just like everything. Like there was a post last night where
He runs it like a machine, and you're about the family.
it's not even about a machine. It's just very like cold and like not personal.
It's like a machine that takes 9 hours longer than it should be.
Yeah.
So it's
Really
like
shitty
Pentium
machine.
three.
it's like he runs it like not a machine.
Like I
It's
try to run it
it's
like
a hand. You gotta.
Yeah.
He runs it like the
the
very crude definition
and I'm
of
not
a
gonna.
machine.
It's like entrants are important. Like I'm not a fucking idiot. Like you need entrants to like sustain
To
a
eat.
tournament. Not even to eat, but if you want a tournament to like sustain
Right.
itself, you need more people coming to it. But it's like the idea of like flexing numbers, viewership count, like. Fuck you, Ventilox. You didn't actually make top 8 at that tournament.
Yeah,
I
that
feel like
fucked.
Blur-
yeah, that
Blur's
There's like 3 different threads where I could show you why you wouldn't have made top 8 even if you won 15 more matches. Like
To be fair,
suck
fuck
my
you,
dick.
You'll
Ventilox
never
is my
make top
motto.
eight.
Yeah, I've been saying that since day one.
Yeah,
It
no,
came up
amen,
it's
boy.
like you don't need to do that. Just like
To be fair, Blur did the same thing. I remember when Training Mood Tuesdays blew and no one went.
Yeah.
Before it was even the new Smash Ladder format, Blur was like, it was like $150 pop bonus. Like 12 people showed up and Hugo farmed it. Easy cash, right?
Yeah.
Like Blur's idea was just to throw money at it,
yeah.
and that would work. And,
Right.
And
He's out of touch though. He's not here on the ground floor.
that's what I'm saying. He's up in his ivory tower up at
We've,
fucking
at Power
Twitch
9
HQ.
and he went have a little money to scrub over, peasants.
At Power 9, you don't hear about our pop bonuses mostly because it's like, but our donation like bar was pretty much our pop bonus.
You guys have hella pot bonuses.
We've had more pop bonuses than any fucking tournament ever,
It's fire.
and you, like no one's gonna hear about it
You
because
just
we're not
start
trying
Big
to.
Power 9
flexing on
advertisement.
Dawson.
This Kevin Carlos roast turned out to be.
Yeah, no.
I wanted some fucking dirt,
Go to
man.
Power 9.
I used to I like Kevin was like one of the original people on Power 9 and like it's like I obviously like TO'd with him, and by that I mean he was on the phone with his girlfriend all day while I was doing all the work, and he was taking
That's
all the
what we're
credit
talking
for
about.
it. If you want, no,
drew out the shit.
and like
This is going to
You're
be a
an-
nice,
you're an intern,
nice
right?
podcast about pissing with the lads. It turned out.
like I just it's not like I don't think Kevin is like a bad person by any means. Like I don't want to get that across. It's just we have fundamental disagreements on like how like he runs his shit his way, and I think that way is like fucked up.
I just hear him say Daniel Montoya is a better TO than Kevin Carlos.
That's exactly
So
what
saying
I'm
you
hearing.
value the
I think-
community, and he values the numbers.
Yeah, and I think he kind of runs on the back of like volunteers and SD and like kind of
Right.
Like I think
right.
San Diego fucking carries Team Oxy right now. Like
Yeah.
to be completely real.
Last stock is
Dude,
actually. I wish like last stock was not in San Diego, so I could go to it.
I want to
Sandy
go
tournaments
so
are
bad.
really well run.
They're amazing.
yeah.
The TO
Trikelman
team,
is the
everyone
best.
on the TO team.
Trike is a god.
Trike
I-
actually does so. Dude,
and he actually cares.
remember when we were at
Yeah.
the balcony and Trike was like, "Oh, he was coming up the drive and he's like, oh, I've never been here before." We were like, "Oh, why are you here, Trike? It's a long drive."
Some kid
and he was like,
here once.
"I have to pick up TVs."
And he had to return TV.
He was moving CRTs, a lot of CRTs up that hill, and it was because there were TVs from Bigger Belt,
Mhm.
and he
Right.
was just helping out.
just helping
and-
out.
That's just the kind of guy Trike is. He just helps out.
No,
Good
I love Trickle. He's the third, dude.
I love Trike from the moment I met him.
Miles, Trickleman.
Dude,
Trikeman.
I'm okay with that we can start a
That's
open
a-
relationship between these people.
There's
We can move away and start our own. What's it called when you like secede the country?
sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
The country.
Yeah, I am not driving. I am
Am
traveling.
I being detained?
Am I being
Oh.
detained, officer?
Yeah, but I think we need more TOs that are willing to like put in the effort and make like if you have a shit tournament, like just leave. Like to be honest, it's already oversaturated. Like you should be well aware of like is my tournament doing well? Like what's your goal in like actually having the tournament? Like I've been talking to Mike and McCain about it a lot, and like they actually care about the community out of like the top players. I mean, I haven't talked to everybody, but like they actually really give a fuck about the community and definitely have like given me like a newer perspective on it. Like sometimes like it's better not to run a tournament.
Okay,
than
as
it
someone
is
who shows
run
up
it.
to every tournament, which tournament should I not go to?
Wednesday
It-
night fights. Just don't like it's like it
There's just
doesn't
a
need to be
lot of
there.
reasons
Cards could
not
do
to-
better.
not
Cards
to
could
go.
actually just have a better space.
But
Which
I,
place? Cards?
Karch.
I feel like they've
Karch.
sold themselves short there in so many ways. It's like
What's Cards?
He's the guy who runs Wednesday Night Fights.
Oh, okay.
It's a name. It's a
Yeah.
name of a
Name.
person.
It's not a tag.
Yeah.
that tournament needed to start playing less matches off. Like, let's call it what it was. It was a farm fest. Like
No, yeah.
it was. There was cows and
It was,
chickens
it was
and sheep.
Farmville.
I've been
Zigna
there.
presents
And
Wednesday Night
so
Fights.
let's.
Yeah.
It was drummed up the way that the stream matches were played out. The reason it took 5 hours was because there was a 16-man bracket, and literally all of the matches nearly were played on stream.
Streams actually
like,
as a thing.
I was
elongate
waiting for the
tournaments.
stream for so long, so many times, and really like
Yeah.
it was just a fuck fest. Like, let's just get it over with.
Yeah. I like and-
A small tournament just needs to admit that it's a small tournament and just let it play out like that.
yeah. You don't need to have like you don't need to have a stream to have a good tournament either.
But you don't
like
need to play so many matches on the stream.
Yeah, I mean, like there's like a triangle of like, if you have all these three things, your tournament is like probably gonna be like perfect. It's like stream setup to give like content to people. Like it has to run on time and well, and you have to have setups. And if you have like those three things, like it's actually impossible to have like a shitty tournament.
Fair
And
enough.
I think that's like what carried Power 9 for the longest is like we had a stream, we had space, it ran on time.
No Kevin Carlos.
right?
Cut him out.
Fuck that guy.
I'm sold, man.
I'm sold.
He cares about the numbers.
The numbers.
Yeah, he's
I
the-
don't know what that
He's
means.
an accountant, and we're here for the people.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like
He's a bean counter.
paint that
Anyway,
image. But
Dawson
yeah.
is a TO who has a fundamental philosophy, and it differs. But you know what? He remembers Fast Boy's name, and I value
do.
that as a shitter.
Right.
That's great.
I
You know
re-
what? When I came to this country, Dawson took me under his wing. You know, he looked out for me at these Power 9s. He was
I
my
did,
friend
dude.
when nobody else was.
Kevin Carlo called you a dirty Aussie. That's he said that to your face.
And he has my Ray-Bans.
No,
He stole your Ray-Bans?
No, I did leave him at an SSS.
he actually. I left my weed
Actually,
there once,
he's-
and he was
he's
like,
been
"Yeah, just come
messaging
by
me
my
about
house and
them.
come get it." Yeah. So
He's actually
That's a chill
actually
bit.
doing me a
That's a chill
pretty
bit. That's a
chill bit. Yeah,
anyway,
It's not that he has no chill bits. I'm just saying.
he's
Jesus.
just saying it's like pretty red hot when he's on his phone to his girlfriend and there's a line of gyms.
Yeah, dude. Trying to report a match, and he's like, no, just tell Chong.
Tell Chong.
yeah. Well, Dawson, he may be the most miserable person you've ever met in your life, but he will remember your tag, and he'll make sure that shit runs on time.
He won't be nice to himself, but he'll be nice to you.
And that's all we can ask of a TO. I'd actually prefer that they hate themselves.
I had to crucify myself to, make the tournament run on time.
So, yeah, anyway, is chat popping? If not, we're running 2 hours. I'm trying not to have another filthy long cast because your boy, he works in the morning.
He's a working man. I respect that.
Really? You've been saying that you don't work much.
I
Or
work
not doing much.
really hard every day.
You've been
All right. 10 minutes, we'll wrap.
10 minutes. Just 10
Hey,
minutes.
is
Let's
chat
do a
popping?
few more questions.
Let's
if there's
let's
questions there.
rapid fire. Thunder
popping?
rap.
Holy shit.
Wait, what?
They're all like, damn, he's going in.
Of course. They can
Of course, chat loves this juicy.
Yeah, this is what
bomb.
they came for. They came for the goss.
Yeah, dude. It's like,
You gotta turn it up just hot enough, you know.
Yeah.
do I only have chill bits now? Was that a fire bit?
That was a fight.
You officially do not
I
have
may
chill
or may
bits.
not have fire bits.
Your
That's
bits
all
are fire.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I feel like a cam whore right now. Like we're waiting for donations or something.
I hate that too. That's why I hate being like questions, right? Because it's like,
I kind of like it.
I don't like it.
I like the voyeurism.
I'm not.
There's someone on the other
I don't like
side
the
just
culture. I will never agree to this stream thing. What's up?
Video Waffles asked if there's a problem with Ryan Ford being in the community.
Yeah, that's like
he was not allowed for a long time. And I
a
think
year.
That was like a one-time thing.
But the thing is, he beat a smasher. Like,
no, there was like a physical. Okay,
It's like Omar in The Wire. He's like, I never put my gun on nobody that wasn't in the game.
yeah.
I never put my gun on a citizen.
If people don't know the Ryan Ford situation, he went under the tag unknown, and I think someone was like actually just fucking yelling in his ear. I've only read the Smashboards post about it, but someone apparently was yelling in his ear, like being an asshole, and he punched that dude right in the
but
face.
there's also the whole Kirby Kaze thing.
Right, that's what I
Oh,
thought you
is
were
that what
talking
it is?
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like
They were a couple, and then there was
it was a domestic violence.
Yeah.
Who
case.
was?
Was that it?
Yeah,
Who was
Oh,
the
shit.
partnership of?
Kirby Kaze and Ryan Ford.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
two lads, and it got heated.
Ryan Ford, though, I roomed with him in Florida for like 4 days before he shipped out.
Did he get you?
He didn't.
Did he choke you?
He was one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And if someone was like, this man punched a man, I was like, I bet there was some almighty provoking.
Was it Ryan Ford? Am I talking about another?
That's
I
Kirby
definitely think it was
Kaze,
Ryan.
man. Just
That's-
always
yeah.
pushing your buttons with this.
Was unknown? Unknown is
yapping.
Ryan Ford, right?
I didn't.
Am I tripping?
But that's a
Unknown Ford,
domestic
yeah.
violence. But
The domestic violence thing was between Ryan Ford and
Kirby
Kaze.
Kaze.
I see.
You're right.
and
so-
it
never
pretty
heard
much
about that.
Kirby Kaze was out for as long as Ryan Ford. Like, it was significant.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
fucked up. But he okay, so I mean that's a case, right?
Right.
Ryan Ford's back.
And he's doing fine.
But that's kind of like up to Kirby Kaze and if they feel
That's
comfortable.
true.
And
Right.
the community as a whole, because he was
Right.
out for a while, right?
Right.
So I feel like if it's a one-time thing in which the person who was the victim is like comfortable enough to let this, like, it'd be different, you know. If Kirby Kaze was like, no, I don't want him at like tournaments, I think he wouldn't be at tournaments, you know. At least I hope so. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
I feel like that's a lot for one person on the side of an altercation. It's like, then it's he said, she said. What if Ryan Ford goes, I don't want Kirby Kaze at a tournament? It's like, you don't know what happened behind closed doors. There was other stuff you guys don't know about.
Gets
It's
complicated.
like, it's very hard for us to say, like,
Yeah.
what the full story is unless something happens at a venue in front of everybody.
Right. If
Also,
you're going
hopefully-
if you're going to hurt another smasher, do it in a venue where there are witnesses. So
Do
everyone
it
has-
outside a venue so that you can play he said, she said,
Do
and
it-
get away with the corpse.
Do it in one of Kevin Carlos's venues. Those are.
Yeah.
Get that
Do
ass
it
banned.
with Kevin
Do
Collins.
it in the 5 hours. You could do it during Wednesday night fights. During the 7
On stream.
hours.
on stream, yeah.
Where
I
you
mean,
Like,
have to
like
do it.
put
everything
everything
else.
on stream anyway.
Yeah. Chances are, if you get in a fight at Wednesday night fights, it's gonna be on stream.
The short answer is this shit is a complicated issue and it's not going to have a simple solution, and ultimately it's going to come down to the powers that be.
You know what?
Powers that be.
I think that Melee, when it comes to regulation, is all talk. We have no governing body, and
No.
even if we were to be like, oh, there's a ban on this guy, it's like he can rock up to the local and just put pressure on a local TO, and it's like Crimson Blur and Tafo aren't here now, boy. Like,
I dare him to come to my local.
you know what I'm saying?
Get that
Like,
ass banned, dude.
you know,
What's his name?
there's no like, if I have an Arduino in my controller and I rock up to the local, tell nobody about it, and play sick on it, it's like people knew about this 3 weeks ago because of a hacks video. It's been possible for ages. It's like there's no way to stomp out cheating, just like there's no way. Like,
That Pikachu guy got called out though.
It's true.
yeah, but he was doing it really obvious.
Yeah,
Pichu?
And
He was
Pikachu,
hacking
yeah.
the game to like make hitboxes bigger and stuff. Like, if
Yeah,
you
well,
never miss a
fucking legend.
backdash,
That's some shit. What a god.
That's how I got ranked, dude.
that he's like,
He
you think
made
these
Mark's
tippers are
sword
real?
like a half sword longer.
Yeah. His tipper range is the whole story.
But mine wasn't like poor for. I'd read my own GameCube.
Yeah.
It would like look really
Like, no, we'll
different.
play on this one. It's
It
like
hits him like
got
nowhere
fucking
near. It's like,
wires
oh,
coming out of
crazy
this shit.
SDI, man.
Just like sparking.
But yeah, I really do think that like any talks of like community-wide bans are just all smoke because there's just no governing body.
Yeah.
I'll ban someone, dude.
Get that
Yeah,
ass
but-
banned.
But they
Get
might
that
not.
ass
The
banned.
TOs somewhere else might not have the same opinion.
I mean,
that's
Leffen
their
still.
thing.
I feel like Leffen entered a little bit.
Did he?
And
During his ban?
there's one other person who was like entering locals because you couldn't stop him. I think Ryan Ford was allowed to enter like some stuff that wasn't part of like the Canadian like circuit.
Yeah, he
If I
probably-
remember correctly.
The
I think he was just
jurisdiction
banned
there
from
is
Canada.
just- Yeah.
Yeah, the Canadian Smash
Once he-
board
once
doesn't have.
The feds didn't
Once he crossed the border, it was
didn't have
hands
reach.
free. Yeah.
He's like, these aren't American assault
Yeah.
charges.
I don't know, boys. Anyway, Dia's got to go. But don't look to us for answers. Holy shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we'll
don't-
have you pissing without a wall.
Yeah.
We don't fucking know. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
This is Diya. He's
Hell yeah.
ranked 24th or something
20
in SoCal.
I heard it was like 27th.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
I need a shirt.
And
need
God,
a
that'd be
shirt.
so corny.
Please do it. Please just get a tank top with your number on it.
Yeah.
Jordan. Just get a Jordan.
No.
You mean like a
Like we're-
shirt with my name on the back?
No.
Like kind of like a jersey?
No, get a
and wear it
tattoo.
to every tournament?
Get a
That'd
tattoo
be lame,
of 23.
right? That'd be super
Hey,
lame,
look,
right?
That
dude,
would be
Pepis
good.
is
Get a tattoo
cool.
right
Fuck
here,
off.
dude.
Oh, and Legacy's chill too.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that is lame, dude. Any endorsements? Oh, get that out of here. No, I love my sponsorship. Thank you, Legacy Gaming, for everything you've done for me. Follow them on Legacy OCE. This is not a joke plug. This is a very real plug. You can follow me at melee.b.
All right. Shut up.
Legacy will pay for everything except ringworm treatment.
Yeah, your boy's stuffering out here with the ringworm.
They're just ghosting
Hey,
him. Like,
pony up to
Please,
AU.
They're dodging my calls
They just
right
send
now.
him like 15 more jerseys. Like, will this cure it?
Yeah, this is gonna help. We sell
No.
these off. I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
hey, so at least to your friends. Maybe we'll pay for your medicine.
They hit me with a chicks and checks.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah,
That's
for
a sponsor. here's a comfort girl for you. No, follow Diya on Twitter. It should be on the thing. He's pretty funny, and I respect people that care about jokes because
Hell yeah.
any fucking shitter think that they can just make a meme or make a joke or make a pun
Get out
and
of
it's
here.
automatically funny. And I hate that because comedy is art. And if you don't believe that, see me in the street fighting the fucking single dad laughing guy. I swear to God. I will fucking fuck you up, dude.
Jeanette McCurdy.
With Jeanette McCurdy cheering me on, and afterwards we go get some sushi, have a real good time. So,
I'm there too.
Dawson's
Dawson's there as well. He's picking up the check.
Real quick.
Anto asks,
oh,
Me?
Anto asks, who's the strongest cousins in all of World?
shut the fuck up.
Anto and
Anto.
Combo Fest.
They're not cousins.
I'm
man.
actually offended that.
I have a group chat with just him and Paul.
And they put Joey's me emote.
I have a group chat with him and Paul, and today I just asked, how long has Anto just been slaying? And they gave me the rundown.
Anto's drowning in it, huh?
He actually was like, I haven't ever really been slaying, and I love my girlfriend very much, and I'm lucky to have her. And I'm like, he said that, and I'm like, feds aren't watching.
But
bro.
he gives you the endorsement.
But that is literally Anto. Like, it's like so funny that it's just like.
Yeah.
It's just like people swarmed. Like, I don't know
He's
why
like, follow
I'm.
her on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter.
I don't know why I love Anto.
It was great. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. This one was weird. We got a little
Spicy.
spicy.
We
Yeah.
got some spicy bits.
Yeah,
I
if
think
you're
our
ever
bits
around again,
graduated, yeah.
we'll
Thanks for having me, man.
we'll have you back because you're a valuable lad. And,
Hell yeah.
Keep grinding, keep going to 2 tournaments a quarter, and you'll get ranked again.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
So,
If you stay ranked, the rules don't have to apply on getting ranked. You know,
Yeah.
Totally.
hell yeah, brother.
it's nice.
And if you live in San Diego, go see Diya stand up. It's fire.
Let's actually. I'm down to take a little trip.
Let's make it trip.
July 19th, American Comedy Company.
What a fucking legend.
Let's heckle.
Oh, you handle that, bitch?
Yeah, man.
Try to turn the heat up on him.
You don't get heckled by him.
It's fucking Australian.
Fucking
I
jump
feel,
in
I
the
feel
crowd,
like
dude.
I feel like the roast that would be the counter reply would have me like leaving the venue. I'd be like in tears at the bar,
couldn't
like
deal with that.
pretending like it was like, oh no, I just wanted a bit of fresh air, you know. You didn't just rip me apart.
You're gonna wish there was a wall at the urinal
Yeah.
after the embarrassment you faced, dude.
All right, boys. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna go leave now and
Thanks.
Peace.
finish our in and out.
There's no one in this house, by the way. It's actually super creepy.
Yeah.
Chunk's not here.
All right.
Ghost crack house.
Bye forever.
Love you. Is that it? Can we